It's the big homie OD, AHAT. Wait. How come I don't see the screen? No. What's going on? Okay, there you go. What's up? It's the big homie OD, AHAT, a lay flat, and all that. I'm here with a special impromptu episode of AHAT Live with my boy Domes. We're going to bring him on the set. But first, let's hit this intro real quick.
All hip hop, all the time. Ooh, that firm is lit.
All right, Domes. What's up, man?
What's going on, OD? How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm feeling blessed, man. What's up with you? You feeling good?
Same. Yeah, trying to stay sane in this crazy time we're going through, in this quarantine life, trying to stay productive, make the best of it, I suppose.
Yeah, for real. I feel you, man. It's a trip, man. So, how has it affected you? You know, we're in Las Vegas. The whole strip is locked down. And, like, how has it changed?
Yeah, true.
How has it changed what you've been up to?
Well, I was telling somebody this actually recently. I was like, well, you see me in the studio right now. Like, this is kind of most of my days. I'm staying in the studio kind of all the time. And social distancing isn't like the craziest thing for me to do. But when you're being told to do it, it makes you think of it a little bit different. It makes you like look at it with a different set of eyes, I suppose. Right. And so it's just been making me think like, all right, now that we're all locked down, like what can we do? Like, how can we pass the time? And I see you getting to it, doing the AHAT lives, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to, I've been doing a lot of stuff like that, trying to stay busy and just, yeah, you can hear me. I'm all good on my end.
Yeah, you still straight. Let me hit these comments up real quick, and then I'm going to comment on what you were just saying. Okay, somebody say, go ahead.
I'm going to try and
share
pull up. I'm going to try and pull up the chat, and then I'll try and.
Okay, so I'm reading the first one.
Find the video here.
Raekwon Alexander, he said, what's up, OD? What's up, peoples? Nove said, he got jokes. He said, I'm only here to see K.O.N. And then young Luca says, Domes used to smoke everybody back in the day. Okay. And
Appreciate you guys.
Ben Drinking Again said, love old school Domes and new podcast. Okay, so he be watching the podcast.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm going to be a stickler, right? Can you change the title to make it say Domes Gauge?
Yeah. I don't
you can leave the thumbnail for now.
I don't think I could do it while
you can do it later, I suppose.
Yeah. Once we get done, I could change
Appreciate
that.
you.
For
all right,
sure.
I find it. I was going to say that before. My bad.
Yeah, man, all late and things. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot, man. I feel like people know, but then I'm like, yeah, not everybody does. So.
Sly Devil, they say, what's good, OD? What's up, peoples? And then, why haven't you ever battled Nove? Okay, we talk about all that in a second. All right, so
give me 2 seconds. I'm sharing the link.
Okay, bet. And I'm gonna kind of give them a little precursor to when you actually started battle. So I'm gonna tell them a story, and then it's gonna lead up to you, Dome. So you might
perfect.
You might not have never heard this. So check this out.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know where we're going with this AHAT Live. This is my first Zoom thing. I'm having fun with it, and shout out to everybody tuning in, and do that.
All right, so check this out. So early before Domes came to battling on AHAT, early in the ages of like the Artisan, the Nove, the K.O.N, and in the early days of AHAT, before before Domes ever came, I had two people that were kind of like my advisors, I would say. And I would always hit these two people up with everything that I was trying to do with AHAT. And one of them was Artisan, and the other one was K.O.N. So those two people had a big influence on AHAT, because I would always ask them first before I presented something to all the other battlers or whatever. I would run it by K.O.N, I'd run it by Artisan, and they were like my advisors. I could get a good temperature on what all the rappers were gonna feel, basing it off of their two opinions. I'm getting like two sides of the coin, and it's like I'm touching everybody by me going through them first, and they helped me and guided me as we navigated and made AHAT crack. So anyway, K.O.N one day was telling me like, man, I got this young homie, man. He got a battle, man. He's hard, OD. He's hard. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how old is he? Like, he's young. How young? And then I can't remember. How old was you when you first started battling?
16.
Okay, so he was like, yeah,
16.
he's like 16. And at the time, we were doing battles at what's it called? Boomers? Or I think it was called Boomers.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, Boomers. And so that's like 18 and over or 21 and over. So I was like, okay, we could set up a battle for him and he could battle another young guy. We could make it like a young dude's battle. So we was like, Artisan had a young rapper named Jackpot. I think he might have been like 18 at the time. So I'm like, they kind of close in age. So maybe we could set them up to battle. And so if you guys go to AHAT and you look at Domes versus Young Jackpot, that's why they're outside, because Domes wasn't old enough for us, for him to battle on the inside. So now from your perspective, Domes, before you battled on AHAT, like what did you know about AHAT and what did you see and what was going on your end?
Well, like you said, K.O.N, that's my like older brother. I've known him since I was like 11 or maybe even like 12 or something. Like I met him through a mutual big homie and we just started rapping and doing stuff together and making music and whatnot. And I was always like a fan of the battle shit when I was like growing up, you know, the Freestyle Friday shit or like the WRC, like freestyle kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And but as I started to get more serious, like recording with K.O.N, like the battle stuff wasn't really even a thought for me. You know, I was just working on the music. And one day I go to the studio and to kick it with K.O.N just to like record, you know, regular day in the studio. And he's like, you know, we used to just like listen to music, watch videos, whatever. And he starts pulling up battles and he starts showing me like grind time battles. And it's like, so now he's showing me like the written format. So this is a whole different thing from the freestyle stuff that I'm used to seeing. He's showing me Hollow the Dawn and I'd already seen Thesaurus, but like seeing like written stuff from him and Dumbfounded and really just seeing like the whole written stuff. And then he's like, oh, well, there's like, you know, kind of a little league out here. And he starts showing me the AHAT videos, you know what I mean? And his boy was Fresh Ave, RIP Fresh, you know what I mean? So he's showing me like Fresh Ave videos. He's showing me Nove. He's showing me King Low, all like the classic, you know, AHAT videos, Nove, Artisan. He's like putting me up on game on it, kind of, you know? But when he's doing it, he's just kind of showing me it like, oh yeah, this is going on out here. Not like I'm about to do this next month. And so, so there's like, he used to have like a little balcony area where he'd go smoke cigarettes. I go smoke my little weed or whatever, you know what I mean? While we have our studio breaks and shit and we just chop it up. And we're out there one day and he just starts like rapping me bars, like battle rap bars and shit. And he starts getting it to the point where I'm like, oh, he's not freestyling. Like this is shit he's been thinking of, you know? And I'm like, hey, this shit's hard. Like you could be in one of those battles you were just showing me or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm actually about to do one next month. So this is like before he even did his first one. Exactly. And so like, so yeah, he's like telling me about that. And then, like I said, that's kind of my older brother, you know what I mean? Everything, like he's been a big influence to me as far as just like music and, you know, he was like the first person to really put me in the studio and, you know, so anything he was doing, I was like wanting a part of it and shit. Especially after his first battle came out and he was like really good in it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh yeah, like K.O.N I think I want to do this too, you know, I need but yeah, it was the like the shit he was rapping me in that the little balcony was like most of whatever round he was gonna rap, whatever shit he ended up rapping in the first battle, you know what I mean? So it's like so yeah, that was like the first time I was like, all right, so I'm gonna do this too, because he did it, he was good in it. So I started preparing. I started like I might battle this person. If I battle this person, what would I say? Like I started doing shit like that early on, like just in
Oh,
case.
okay. Yeah.
Because it seemed a lot more random before. Like you would just show up and not really know who you were gonna battle. So I was like, shit, just in case, like if I ended up facing whoever, I'm gonna have this for him, you know? And
Right.
and so I think like I was supposed to do something next month, and then there was a lot of shit had went down. I think that was when Fresh ended up like passing, you know what I mean? RIP. And that was
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah.
because K.O.N was like his boy hella close with him. So he's like he was gonna bring me to the battle like the next month or something. And then that whole shit went down. So it just kind of like, you know, fell back for a little bit. And it wasn't until I think January or something like that that
Uh-huh.
I kind of because I think K.O.N came in and my shit's maybe like 3 or 4 months later or whatever. And so I don't even remember how we set it up. I didn't know I was gonna battle Jackpot. I did just come with
Oh,
like completely random shit, right?
oh, I don't remember shit.
Okay, so this is how it happened. This is how it
Yeah,
happened. It
go
was
ahead.
just I didn't know because yeah, for sure I didn't know who I was gonna battle. It
Okay,
was just
yeah.
like show up and yeah, it's in a bar. So it's gonna be outside and
Yeah.
everybody's gonna go inside after and
Yeah, you're
you're
gonna
gonna
have to
battle
wait
and then
for us.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta battle and then leave. But
Yeah.
uh so yeah, I don't remember if it was just like, yeah, we got another kid who's underage that'll do it, so come through. I don't
Yeah.
really remember exactly how it got set up and whatnot, but I had my shit ready. I'd been working on 2 or 3 fucking rounds for the last 3 months since K.O.N showed me battle rap. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is all I'm doing. Let me
Right.
know if I'm getting too loud, you know what I mean? Trying to
Nah, you good. Okay, so
I'm good.
somebody
I'm good.
somebody asked in one of the
Well,
comments,
hold
they
on, hold
said,
on.
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Hold on. I just want to finish that story off and shit.
Okay, yeah.
And cause yeah, so K.O.N I don't know, yeah, we got the match set up somehow, or just the idea that I'm gonna battle. So I have these rounds ready to go. I show up and like I said, I'm like, yo, K.O.N, you're my like, you know, you're gonna bring me there. And K.O.N either like had to work late or something got
Oh,
thrown in the
damn.
plan to where K.O.N was
Yeah.
like, bro, I can't take you. He's like, I'm gonna send my roommate. And like shout out to his roommate, me and him were cool, but like we didn't know each other like that close. And
Right.
any battle rappers know like driving to an event and rapping battle shit in the car with someone who's like not really like in the same mode is
Yeah.
kind of awkward and shit. So I'm like, fuck, you know. But
Yeah.
I think K.O.N showed up like right on time before I actually did battle, because you could even see it in the video, which we might come full circle in a little bit here when we start playing music videos and shit.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
could see like his roommates and him like kind of behind me, and that was like you know, yeah, that was the first one, and it went well. And
Yeah.
I remember you titled my name wrong. You put Young Domes, and I was like, you
Oh,
got to
instead
take
of
the young
kid
out.
dog. Yeah, he
So I'm like,
always on me
ain't
about
shit changed, no D.
yeah.
Ain't shit changed.
Yeah, some
But
things just stay the same.
but yeah, people were like people have asked me, oh, why did you get so attached to it? And it was because that first one I did got such a good response. People kept wanting to see me, and I was just like, all right, we're back next month. We're back fucking every month from, you know, until
Yeah.
and I'd like to say even like we had kind of a part in sort of making things a little bit more structured, a little bit more, okay, people are writing their rounds, because like I said, when I was watching it, it was a lot of freestyling or stuff that
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily structured rounds. And when we came in, we were sort of changing the game, you know what I mean? And
Right, yeah, cause like
so
in the early
for our league,
parts, like I didn't even have enough battlers. So if I said you gonna battle this person, that fool won't show up,
yeah,
and then there it go. So I used to be like, yeah, just come ready to battle whoever. You know?
fuck it,
Yeah.
exactly,
So
exactly.
somebody in the comments, they said they were talking about your first battle, and they were saying
Mhm.
asked were you nervous?
um Yeah, I think so. I probably was. I mean, fuck, that was 10 years ago. It's hard to really remember, but yeah,
Right.
I'm sure I was nervous, but I think I was kind of confident, like judging off of just like I was saying, oh, okay, they're kind of freestyling over there. my expectations was that, you know what I mean? Okay, maybe they're not going to be, whoever I might battle might not even be as put together as I am. And Jackpot was like more put together than I even expected him to be, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think I was confident in my shit, but I do think, I'm sure I was nervous. I was 16 going into a rap battle where I knew absolutely no one except for K.O.N.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even driving me, it was his roommate. So I'm like, what?
Yeah. Hey,
I think that's why I'm wearing like hoodie, glasses. I'm like trying to cover my whole shit. I'm like, yeah.
All right, look, I want to take it back. We're gonna start showing some videos and everything. So I want to take it back to, if they ain't never seen you with short hair, we're gonna go to this is one of my favorite songs too. This is K.O.N. Going Gone, and Domes makes a appearance in there. So I'm a fast forward it to maybe like middle of the video. Yeah, the song don't it? Yeah, I used to play this on the radio back in the day.
So,
go ahead.
So let me like preference this with something. Me and K.O.N. So this is like 2008, 2009 era of me and K.O.N. Just like I'm saying, in the studio. This is the time of him showing me the battle rap stuff, and we're locking in the studio, tough, making music, and we have these things called mega mixes, where it's like 25 songs of just like old, terrible, underdeveloped like music, where we just like both didn't really have it together. There was a couple other homies making songs with us and shit as well, and it was the premature, you know what I mean, level music we were making. But I randomly stumbled upon one of these not too long ago, and I was listening to it, and this song comes on, and I'm like, K.O.N., you want to know something? I'm like, out of all those songs, that's the one song that stands the test of time. That's the one song that I can listen to right now and be like, that's a good song, bro. You did that.
Hey, this shit go. The beat, the bars, everything. So let's let them check it out. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. I'm going to actually fast forward it to kind of like the middle. Let's see. All right, check it out.
It's giving me bomb. We can swallow kids like Jeffrey Dahmer did. Got it going down like faith in Muhammad. Highs on men, bitch, bless me, amen. They curse the birth of the pops to spawn to put me on the depth of any contracept. I will launch the west and I hope that it blow in. The flow bending overhead like Trojan. You know him, so I say hi, hater. And like fly paper, I've been catching a buzz. I know I'm destined to touch, grab the pedal and clutch and say right till I die, touch the heavens above.
I know you can't hear it, Dom, but they can hear it.
Wrong when I write, take flight, flow above and beyond. So I'm going, gone. I can do no wrong when I write, take flight, flow above and beyond. So I'm going, gone. Yo, flipping the bird and I ain't talking no crap shit. Got your chicken switching positions up on the mattress. Get at this, try to put Vegas up on the atlas to match the traffic. No man could match this. No one's rap shit out loud. We not the same race, so Texas chainsaw. You should try to save face. Keep the same pace, but I'll be here for the whole stretch. Is pointless. Like
oh my god, look at me. Okay, so I'm just now seeing the video for the like on the screen for the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's super delayed. All right, so let's see what they was talking about on that one. Let's see where we at. All right, they talking about battle stuff. We're going to get to the battle stuff in a minute. Somebody said, Nubian Delight, they say, hey, Domes, they love you.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Love y'all too.
Okay, they asking about Nove, and we're going to get to Nove in a little while. I'm going to ask you some stuff about you and
what
Nove.
did Nove do?
But before, all right, so that was like early K.O.N. and early Domes. That was like when you was barely starting to come into the studio with K.O.N.
2008, 2009. And like I said, so I met K.O.N. when I was like 13, or you know, I maybe said 11 earlier. I think I meant more like 13, you know what I mean? But somewhere amongst those young years to where I don't really remember properly. But we met like super early and on some rap shit, but then ended up like kind of just like parting ways, going separate ways, like not on anything serious. It just happened. It was just life, you know what I mean? And so we kind of like didn't see each other for a good minute. And then I'm at the mall one day and I'm like shopping. There was like a graffiti store in the mall. I used to be like the graffiti kid, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm like shopping for like a shirt or something, and K.O.N, like, I know y'all see his battles, like he's always like fitted, you know, always like matching, like fucking
color coordination. Yeah.
So that's what I'm like used to seeing him. And one time I go in the mall and I'm like looking for a shirt or whatever, and I pass this dude in the store and I see him out the side of my eye. I'm like, damn, he looks familiar. Then I do the double take and I'm like, oh shit, it's K.O.N. But he's just wearing like a white tee and like he had just came from work. He's in like plain clothes, no hat. I'm like,
damn.
oh shit, don't even look like him.
Yeah,
and then he's like, oh shit, like I just got the studio set up in the crib like last month. So it was like fate almost. Like I hadn't talked to K.O.N in some years. And then I run into him and he's like, I got the studio last month, come through. So he started bringing me to the studio. This is when I was a mischievous child and I was getting in trouble, and I was in a continuation school that you might be familiar with, OD.
Yeah. No doubt. You already know.
Yeah. So yeah, he was definitely there to, like, you know, provide that
big brother kind of.
Yeah,
support,
exactly. Put me in the studio.
Yeah.
Exactly, the guidance. That's what I was
positive
looking for.
influence, all that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I want to move forward a little bit. This is another one that I think's like super fire, but now this is you spitting and him spitting, and this is, hey Domes, this is what I think you need to do. You need to do some of these. So we're about to check out Punch Drunk. So we're gonna watch
this is damn OD pulling out the old ones, hey, man. I like it.
Tell us about this one before I play it. So what's the idea behind this and how they come about and the beat or whatever, and the recording of it, because y'all spitting it right there.
Yeah, so it was kind of popular around the time. I think this is like, I forget actually what year, 2012, something like that. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of like the YouTube ciphers going on, where people would like rap on a beat, then call out another person. And a lot of these dudes were doing it live, where they would play the beat and just rap it. There would be no mic to record it. And I saw stuff like that. There was a lot of dope rappers doing stuff like that. And I think that's where I got inspired. I did one called Heart of Gold even before it. That was just myself. Okay. And where I'm just like rapping in my garage, and, you know, I laid the beat in after or whatever. Right. And with Punch Drunk was something that, like, yeah, I'm showing. So now K.O.N showed me all the battle shit. Now I'm showing him all these like YouTube rappers who are doing these ciphers, and I'm like, hey, this is kind of tight, right? You know, so I'm getting him like wanting to do stuff like that. And so I think that was like the first one we did together.
Right.
Fun fact, you let us use your camera to, so you let me, I don't even remember. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think you let me use your camera to do Heart of Gold, which was the first one I did.
Okay.
But you let us use the camera to do Punch Drunk, but we had to give it back. I remember this. We had to give it back, and we didn't get it done. Like, we tried to film it, and like because we're rapping it in one take like that, we're fucking up.
Yeah,
and we're like,
you got to be on point.
Yeah. So
y'all had to redo it or something.
We had to redo it, so we ended up having to like give you the camera back, and then like I don't remember exactly how we got it done, but it was some shit like that.
Right.
And,
okay, so let's check it out. So
I'm still underage. Yeah, I'm underage. K.O.N's playing the big homie. We shot this in my kitchen.
And you've had a couple battles at this time now, right? Are you popping domes now?
I'd say yeah. I want to say this is after even like Coolie Bop and stuff.
Okay. All right, check this out. I think this is fire, y'all, but check this out. This is Domes, the K.O.N, Punch Drunk. Check it out.
Long so I can light a bowl, sipping Guinness.
Hold up, I fucked it up. Hold on. I even like the beat.
So the beat is just like a beat I found on YouTube, to be honest.
Okay, hey, that's how you gotta do it, though.
It was the younger days, you know?
Yeah.
Yo. They say the grass is always greener on the other side.
Either someone lied or when I seen it, it just must have died. These cops are killing civilians, but is it justified? And why is it the government can treat us like we're dumb and blind? Well, I won't let it crush my pride or abandon hope. Old friends slamming dope, so I keep my family close. We got it handled, bro. They can't control the words we spit, the sickest flow. There isn't no antidote, the curve it is permanent. Hotter than the fire in the furnaces. I'm writing like a journalist, tighter than a tourniquet. I'm righteous and I'm merciless. So while you vibing to my verses, you should try and find your lighter and then burn a split. And kick back like when a 12 gauge shoots. Taking shots of vodka till you puke and smell Grey Goose. Yo, I'm crazy raw, making all hell break loose. You tried to skate on thin ice and you fell straight through. See, the potency of my flow would get your tolerance up. I'm bothered that these real MCs don't get acknowledged enough. I bet your favorite song lyrics are appalling to us. So when you claim you all in it, I'll be calling your bluff, cause you just crying wolf. Your heart's beating with a hyper pulse. So you can either play the cards you're dealt or you can try and fold. I'ma load the bong so I can light a bowl. Sipping Guinness, taking giant dopes, cause the pint is cold. But I ain't old enough to drink. Aggravated, I'm the young one, so I chug Capri Sun and Minute Maid until I'm punch drunk. We shocking haters like a taser and a stun gun, trying to find a label that'll pay us by the lump sum. Vegas where I come from, Sin City living, swift precision, making rappers run, son, like they're Diggy Simmons. I've been in business since an early age, and I'll be spitting hot until I pick the lock up at the pearly gates. Yeah.
And then after that, K.O.N. bust, and he does the daggone thing. But that's fire. So you had a story you was gonna tell us or add to that?
I was just gonna say how much like thought we put into like, okay, I'm gonna pull out the Capri Sun and the juice pouch and the beer, and like he grabs the beer from me and he like shakes his finger. It's like the most coordinated shit, but it like we didn't like practice it, but we just kind of like said it so many times. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pull up the drink. You're gonna grab it. It was just like it worked so perfectly.
Yeah, man. It just seemed like it was natural. Y'all made it look like that's what y'all do. I know it took a time.
Yeah.
And y'all probably was messing up, like you said.
So this was, like I said, the second time we had to try and do it, and there was something else where it was like somebody had to leave, or somebody was like something like that. Somebody had to leave. Right. And we had like 3 times to do it. 3 tries, that's it. And we did it like on the last one. Yeah. So it's another thing where I'm like, oh, that was meant to be the take and shit, you know?
Right. Hey, I know you was probably getting mad if you did your part all right and then he messes up on his. And you're like, oh, there you go, man.
And the first time we tried it, it was like I had my verse a little bit done before he did. He was just getting his done. There was maybe I don't mean to throw him under the bus. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just fucking around. But I was looking at the timeline just now, and that's 2012 when we recorded that. So that's 2 years after the Cooley Bob shit. That's pretty much after the majority of it.
Yeah, so
that's after
you popping.
That's after the 2-on-2 even. That's after me and K.O.N did the 2-on-2.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. K.O.N has this like fucking elephant brain when it comes to this battle rap shit, and he likes to remind me that, because I'm like, oh, what year did this happen? What? And he's like 2010, and I'm like, yeah, but no, what about this one? And he's like 2010. Like he's just. He's like so much. He's like so much shit happened in 2010, and I'm just like, that seems like it was so long. But
were all your battles crunched in like only a few years? I don't even remember. Or how long did it span, about years wise?
I mean, let's look when my last one was real quick.
Yeah.
I want to say it was 2013.
And what year was the first one?
And that's is this gonna play hella loud in my headphones?
Yeah, you might have to. Oh wait, yes.
2013, yeah, the last one was versus Saya Boy.
Okay, 2013. And when was the first one? Jackpot? Was that
2009? Or no. It had to been 2010.
Okay, so
K.O.N's on my shoulder saying 2010. No,
all right, so look,
January 30th, 2010.
Okay, so let's just get to this because there's too many people asking about this. So we're gonna talk about.
Sorry, I apologize if I'm long-winded. OD, I do a podcast where I talk to myself
Oh
for an
yeah,
hour.
I see it. Man, I just seen your stream. Your last stream's like 3 or 4 hours. I'm like, holy crap,
Yeah.
man.
We can get to all that. You know, I definitely plan on.
Oh
on some
yeah,
promo. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Matter of fact, after I talk about this, we'll get to that, and we're gonna start playing some of your music now. But okay, so let's talk about you and Nove right now, because Shy Devil, she asked Domes versus Nove. Somebody says, would you ever battle Nove? Let's see what else. Somebody else says something about Nove.
What year is this? No, I'm joking.
I know. So no, but we're gonna talk about.
Kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about back then. Okay, so I remember.
I'm here for it all.
At one point, like this is at the top of your game, and I don't know whether it was the top of Nove when Nove was at his biggest or where Nove was, but Nove was still Nove at the time, and he's, you know, one of the juggernauts out here, one of the main hitters out here, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody wanted that battle, and the way I would do it is I would just like listen to everybody. Who you want? Who to battle? Okay, let me see if I can get them to battle. So when it came to Nove, I remember I asked you, and I even talked to K.O.N about this, but I'm going to talk about when I talk to you. I'm going to let you address it, and then I'm going to talk about me and K.O.N talking about it. And so I talked to you about it. I was like, what's up? Let's get you and Nove to battle or whatever. And if you could remember, what did you tell me? What do you remember from, I know you remember me trying to get you to battle him, right? No?
I remember a couple discussions about it. I remember like a Facebook post trying to.
What was the Facebook post?
It's kind of like who would want to see it type thing.
Okay. You trying to heat,
nothing crazy.
turn the temperature up a little bit.
And but yeah, no, I don't really remember like exact. I don't remember the conversation particularly.
Right. Okay.
That we're having or that you're speaking of.
Okay. Do you remember why you didn't or I'll tell you what you told.
I think there was a few reasons, but yeah, what did
what do I remember?
What did you? Yeah.
Because you know all this is vague. This is all vague for me too.
What did 20-year-old or 19-year-old me say to you?
Yeah. So it was actually a couple times because people just would not rest with it. Like they was just hounding me, like acting like I'm tripping by not making it happen. So I asked you a couple times, but you know I wasn't never like harping for anybody to battle anybody. I would ask, and then that would be it. I wouldn't even try to talk you into it or nothing. I'd be like, that's it. You don't want to. But I remember when I talked to you, one of the occasions, you told me something like this. I don't remember the exact words, but it was something like this. You didn't say no, but you were saying like not right now, and you were saying not right now, and then you said something to the effect of this. You said it's not. I wouldn't just be battling Nove, but I would be battling True Fam, and it's just like so much that goes into that I just don't think I don't want to do it right now.
I don't think that was me, OD. You know, I was always pretty reckless, and I was always plus me and True Fam always had that like joking around. Like I fucking yelled some shit at Ratchet in a battle at some point.
Yeah.
You know, I was a fucking reckless child and shit. So we always, I don't think it was anything like tense like that. I don't think that was the reason. That might have been somebody else's reason. But no, I think me and True Fam were cool and shit. I don't think that was
it was the way I interpreted it is it wasn't like no violence or nothing like that. It was my gist of it, because I remember this. I know it was you, Dome, and I know
this couldn't have been me. This might have been K.O.N or something.
No, I promise you. Listen, I'm going to tell you about K.O.N.
Went up to the bus again.
Yeah. But
that might have been him. That's not me.
I promise you, those. But this is what my impression of it was. It wasn't no violence or nothing like that. It was just them in the crowd while you were battling. Like if you were to battle them. And them
if I said something like that, I wasn't. If I said something like that, I wasn't referring to True Fam. I was more referring to like the fan base. And
okay.
Like maybe if but I don't think I was ever like people individually. I just think kind of the fans. I don't know if shit was judged at the time. I remember there was the Donnie Nove thing that was like controversial in people's eyes, which, you know, fucking whatever. But no, I remember having a conversation with you about it one time. That's not the conversation. I don't know. We've never brought no shit like this up on some fucking. I mean, we've never even had like an actual conversation. It's like recorded, right. But we had to talk about it one time where it was maybe after a few times of me like saying no, I wasn't interested, right. And I asked for something. I said, "Oh, I want this, and this to do it."
Yeah, and tell them what it was.
I wanted money. I wanted money. I wanted more money than I had been paid from the league before, which wasn't much, to be honest.
I mean, let's break it down. What was it? Because what I remember is I was gonna pay you it. I thought, or no, I wasn't.
No. So
break it down. Hey, let's put it all out there. It's old news. Put it out there. I don't remember.
No. So I asked for something that was more than anything I had been paid, and it wasn't like crazy amount more. But I really hadn't been paid much before. To begin, maybe $100 here or there, you know what I mean? Right. I didn't get paid that much to be
yeah,
that honest. So I had asked for something. I was like, okay, you really want to make the no battle happen? I see you putting the Facebook post. I see you wanting to make it happen. Yeah. This is what I want for it. And you're like, I don't remember the exact words for it there, like what the answer was, but I remember we were at an event one time, and I don't remember like why this got brought up. And like I maybe asked you to do, so I can't remember how it got brought up. But then you kind of went into like, oh, and I want you to battle no, but you're charging me this, and I'm like no, but you said it like I was like, oh, like I'm just trying to tax you, and that's why I had to break it down and be like, no, like I'm saying I'm charging you that much because I have little to zero interest in that battle. So any type of incentive to make me want to do it has to be a number like that. Okay. And even like down the road, like I'm glad something like that didn't happen, because like down the road, I did end up getting like some money for a certain battle, and wasn't necessarily happy with the outcome, and was kind of like, damn, I think I would rather be more happy with the outcome than get paid a sum. And that video is always up there. Like, I don't know. There's a lot that goes in my head, guys, but
right. What battle are you referring to?
At the time.
I know which one it is. It's a different league battle, right?
No, the last battle we did. The last battle I did. And we I mean, like that's something also we could talk about where I mean, no, we'll keep it on whatever we were talking about. But
we'll get to that. Yeah. Okay, so now let me
we got all night. No,
yeah, we got a while. You know, we try to get up there with your 2-hour blogs. Hey, tell them your YouTube so they can check them out too, real quick.
YouTube.com/DomesGauge. Domes Gauge everywhere. I know OD only has it listed as Domes right now, but we did the official artist name change. Everything is Domes Gauge. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that.
Okay, bet. At least if you watch the video, at least on the scrolling text, I got Domes Gauge because I went to your IG and I see it. So you'll see it on there. It says at Domes Gauge. All right, so let me tell them about me and K.O.N's conversation about the Nove battle, because that's like your big homie, and that's the one that introduced us and brought you to AHAT. And like I said, he was an advisor to me. Him and Artie were like my advisors.
And I said this on the podcast like maybe a week or two ago. I don't know how it got brought up, but I'm like, yeah, K.O.N was almost like my manager in certain aspects where like you would pitch something to me and I'd be like, I don't know, OD, I don't really think I'm in. And then you'd go, talk to K.O.N about it. Talk to K.O.N about it. See what he thinks. Hit me back, you know? What did I'm curious. What did he say?
All right, so
you throw K.O.N under the bus now.
Yeah, and I remember where this took place. I don't know when, but it was at Johnny Toko's, and I believe it was after an event. So, you know, after the event, we all just hanging out, chopping it up a little bit, talking in our groups or whatever. So me and him kind of walk away from everybody and I'm talking to him, you know, I'm trying to get him to get you to battle No. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
Right.
I'm like, man, what's up with Domes battling Nove? Like, let's try to get that battle cracking. What's good with it?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you know, I know everybody wants that battle to happen. Like it's a battle that probably should happen or whatever. But he's like, there's no rush for it because if they want to see it now, 3 months from now, they're gonna want to see it more. And later on, so when Domes is ready or when we're ready, you know, we'll get it on and it'll just be greater later. It's kind of what I can't remember his exact words, but he was saying it'll be greater later was the moral of what he was saying. And then I told him, like, man, it don't always work like that. It's more of a you got to strike while the kettle's hot because sometimes you know you get peak interest and that interest dwindles out or whatever, and we never wound up getting the battle.
Yeah.
And
I think about it.
Go ahead.
I've thought about it before, where I've been like, damn, like maybe when I was doing this shit, I should have took more stuff, like should have took more battles versus different people. And the thing that always I always come back to is back to like, oh yeah, but I got paid for it, but I wasn't necessarily inspired to do the battle. So really, what's the money if I'm like just not even like wanting to do the battle in the first place? So there's a lot of shit that I maybe could have took like just because I was in it, but I really didn't like. I don't know. You knew I was very picky, choosy.
Oh, super.
About all the opponents I took.
Yeah.
You know, and so
if you was,
I'm not shitting on like I'm not trying to shit on Nove at all. Like I think, you know,
hold on, not this. There's a different word. This ain't the right word, but it was diva-ish. But if you put the masculine version of a diva, that's what you were. Not that you were better than nobody, but you just wanted to. I don't know what your reasoning was, but you were just very like, I know who I want to battle, and I don't want to battle that person, or I will. It had to
excite me. It had to be something that excited me, or else I just was not like. And that's why you would pitch me something, and I would take a day to try and be like, all right, so if I battle him, what do I say? And if I'm just like, this is like even a stretch for me to fucking the like, you know, if there's a stretch for me to even try and come up with anything and I'm just so uninspired, like I'm not going to take it. You know what I mean? Unless at the time I was thinking a little bit more foolish and I'm like, well, if the incentive is there, if the compensation is there, then yeah, let's run it. But, and then even like things where I took the battle in LA. I took the King of the Dot, like Ground Zero battle or whatever in LA. And it was like 2 weeks after the Everybody Knows battle. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be such in battle mode after the Everybody Knows shit. I'm gonna write these rounds for I battled KG the Poet, like salute to him and shit. But at the time he had no footage, like one battle. So I get to like going to write for him and I'm like, there's nothing to say to it. Like, I don't know who this guy is. Like, I was so uninspired to even battle this dude. And that was the first battle I was ever super underprepared. Like, putting together and memorizing rounds on the car trip to LA and the night before the event. Like, it's a fucking blessing I didn't completely like choke and fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, K.O.N always tells me that. He's always like, the fact that you didn't like completely fuck up is a miracle. You know what I mean? And but no, so that's like, yeah, I don't like this shit. That's my least favorite performance, I'd say, just because I'm so underprepared for it. But I took that because I was like, this is the good opportunity. There was so much shit that made me take it because I was like, all right, if I'm going to do this battle shit, I need a King of the Dot battle. I need a this, and this. And then when it came to it, I was so uninspired to write for it. It just like, at the end of it, I felt like my passion for doing the battle rap shit dwindle at that moment, honestly. As I was like, oh, I'm not inspired to write this shit on potentially the biggest platform or you know, the biggest look I've had so far.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, I'm so uninspired to do this. And there's a lot of shit that went into that one. But yeah, that was kind of just, I was like, man, like all these battlers are taking battles every fucking week and just killing it. Like, salute to everybody that's doing that. And I was very strategic. I was falling back, and it would take something that inspired me or something that excited me where I was like, oh yeah, that would be good. Or shit, me and K.O.N tried to make that 2-on-2 happen since we came in the league. Since the first
that
battle,
took a long time. Yeah, and y'all spawned that whole event where we had a couple of them.
Yeah. So that was just like, I don't know. That was
okay. Let's hit up the chat line real quick. I haven't hit on the chat stuff for a minute.
But yeah, I don't know if we was if like the Nove thing. Like, yeah, there was a lot of things that I just wasn't really inspired to do the battle at the time and shit. I thought it was a style clash that just like didn't excite me and shit. You know what I mean? And shit, salute to Nove, like he's a legend, like in his own. You know what I mean? Like he put in just as much work as I did, if not more. So you know what I mean? Salute to him.
All right. So look from the chat room. Ben drinking again. OD glasses rocking. Psych Mackin. OD got some classic battles. Shouts out to AHAT. Much love to you.
Appreciate
all right. Timothy Frank says wholeness and balanced vibrations. OD. Okay, respect for that. Would you ever do a song with Jelly Roll? That's what somebody asked. Slide Devil.
I'm never really heard his music like that, but shit, man, I'm down to work with whoever wants to work with me.
Right. Okay, this is
I've heard of him, but
all right, this is from Chaos. He's the dude that made the AHAT logo. He's from Arizona. He said he even sponsored you sponsored Domes one time against Cali.
When I wore the shirt?
Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so he says if y'all ever
the first event I got paid for.
Oh, okay. And that's one of the previous questions. Somebody said, did you ever get paid from AHAT? And so Chaos, he says, if y'all ever come to AZ, come on my show. So I guess he does a radio show, I guess. I don't know. Glad to see y'all still out there working. Okay, shout out to Chaos, man. Much respect, man. Because he's a DJ too.
Once all this coronavirus shit clears up, once the quarantine, you know what I mean? I'd love to come to Arizona, shit.
Right, for sure. All right, let me see.
Come listen to the music, guys. Everybody that's tuning in, listen to my Apple, Spotify, you know, get the streams up. Then eventually I could tour. I could come to Arizona. You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to do right now.
Exactly. Francisco Estrada, he said, my boy Domes, he's showing you love.
What up, man?
Let me see.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
All right, so this is from Zach Tracy. He says, nostalgic, y'all. Used to watch AHAT a lot 8 to 10 years ago, making us sound all old, huh?
Bruh, it's crazy to think. Like, some of the 10 years ago, like.
For real, man. It was some fun times for me, man. I don't know about y'all, but I had a blast. Shit was popping.
I'm so glad, like, OD, man, I'm so glad to hear you say that. Like, me and K.O.N talk about it sometimes too, like, just like, damn, how much fun it was and what a time it was. And like, and even that we kind of like felt there was a time happening. And
it was a special moment, like moments or time period. Yeah, that shit was fun.
No, like I do the solo podcast now, but me and K.O.N used to have one like a couple years ago. And we'll probably bring it back eventually, but we were always talking about trying to get guests, and it was always like, oh, we got to get OD. Like we always got to fucking, if we're going to bring it back, we got to get OD on the podcast because K.O.N, like I said, with his elephant memory and shit, he's telling me like, oh yeah, OD said this about this. And he's like, we got to talk about that. So I can't even do it justice.
He could probably remind me of like so much stuff. I mean, it was just so much stuff going on that I don't even remember half of it, but if somebody brings it up, I'll be like, you know,
it's certain shit about like how you like came up on the first battles that got posted and like certain shit that he just like remembers that.
The whole backstory is like, it's cold because it wasn't just oh, here, OD, you got this. I had to work to get them things, you know what I'm saying?
And also that like nothing else, like AHAT came out the same time as everything else. It wasn't like, oh, Smack was really like, I mean, Smack DVD, but like the Battle League wasn't this huge thing when AHAT came out, or even Grind Time and shit like that. We all like the birth of that all happened within the same like couple years and shit. So it's like, this has like been the Vegas like version of that, I suppose. And yeah, we talk about it a lot.
Okay, for sure. All right, Sly Devil in the chat room. She says, "Hey OD, would you ever go against the Texas lead live from the block?" I don't even know who that is, but with my job, man, I can't be involved in the battles, man. I could have them on the channel, but you ain't gonna see me up in no battles. I'm not gonna mess up my retirement. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Domes. I'm trying to be positive, man. I can't be around that negative
positivity,
content. Yeah. All right, Domes.
You just watch it when they aren't looking, just like me.
Yeah. I go on Chrome browser and go on incognito mode. All right, let's see. It says Domes the Kid, OD forever, much love for AHAT. All right, that's too cool. 101, man. Much love. AZ.
Oh yeah, Isco Bot. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, he gave me the shirt I wore against DJ Penn, and he like, yeah, that was dope.
Oh,
that was
Chaos?
the first person to ever send me some clothes. Yeah, Chaos.
Okay, and he says, I'll bring you out. We can book a show and do an interview, no problem. So he's showing you love.
Hey,
yeah.
Holla at me on like Facebook or Instagram at Domes Gauge. Hit me up. Let's definitely make that happen.
All right, Zach Tracy said, came a long way from Crafty versus D Swift, probably to the first one I seen. Crafty versus D Swift.
That's like a barbershop on beat one type, right?
I think so, man, because that's
some shit K.O.N would be like, oh, Crafty D Swift, that happened on this.
Yeah, that was at this location, and such and such battled that same day.
He be playing me old like freestyle, like early AHAT stuff sometimes.
Oh, okay. I already know the answer to this question, but let's take it back to when you were battling. I still know the answer to this question, but just to make it more interesting.
I mean, sure, whatever.
Yeah. Let's take it back to when you were battling. They said, Domes, would you battle Donnie?
Nah, like I wouldn't do it ever. You know, I definitely wouldn't do it now because neither of us battle anymore. But
right.
I wouldn't have done it then just because that's like I said, K.O.N, like me and him, that was my brother basically. Like Donnie was my like next closest homie and shit. Like we met early before we even did the battle stuff. We met at a concert freestyling and shit. And so I think it was another like mutual respect where it's just like, nah, I'm not gonna battle. Like this is the person I run my raps by before I rap the rounds. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna battle this person and shit. But me and fuck, I don't remember who did it. I think it was me. We did like a drunk freestyle battle one time, which wasn't filmed, so nobody will get to see it, just to make people more jealous and more. Man, we did a drunk freestyle battle one time, so.
That's what's up. And Chaos, he said he'd bring me out there too. So yeah, I need to rock with Chaos one time. I'll give you some stories that I done forgot and I have to remember. All right, look, let's pull up one of your songs and play one of your songs. So let's kind of take it back because there was one of your songs that I really liked. It was like super professional. It was a truck in like the desert. I played it on the radio a couple times. What's
all right, so
song?
this is I guess the best one to like start with, and this is my most popular one. And I wasn't even, if I were to say, I probably wouldn't say to play it just because it's a little bit older to me and shit. But no, it is my most popular. It's like over 100,000 views. Like this was so this was the first song off of my like debut album. This was like the first time like, and this is like the reason I'm even bringing this up or thinking that this is like a cool segue is because I brought it up a little bit earlier about the moment I felt like, oh, I'm actually like losing my inspiration for the battle rap stuff.
Right.
And it's because I started to get back to the music tough. And me and K.O.N, excuse me, we started to do the punch drunk stuff and we started to do shit like that and started to just get back to the rapping. And certain comments would be like, oh yeah, we get it, you can rap, but like where's the substance? Where's like the real shit? You know, we don't know who you are, you're just rapping. I had close homies tell me shit like that. Like, you're just rapping. Like, come on. Like, I know you, and I know you have more to like say than that and shit. It's great rapping, but whatever. So,
Right.
I started like listening to a lot of shit like that, and just like, I was in a different headspace even by the time I was doing that battle, which was the one in LA or whatever, you know.
Okay.
And so I was already like kind of in the headspace of making music again. And then the next battle I did was in iBattle in Connecticut. Shout out to everybody over there. And I only took that excuse me, I only took that because Donnie hit me and he's like, oh, they booked me out in Connecticut. It's my boys, like, blah, blah, blah. And they're flying me out. And I'm like, I mean, maybe if they wanted to fly me out, maybe I'd be down to do one out there kind of type shit. So he reached out and made it happen. And it ended up being like one of my funnest times. Like, honestly, that's to me like my favorite performance of mine and shit.
Okay.
And but on the plane ride home, I'm just like back listening to the music, back like, no, I'm back in this headspace, listening to the more personal shit. Like, I knew like I had proved to everybody that I can fucking rap. I can say some aggressive shit. I can say some funny shit, but where's like the real life kind of shit? And so that kind of like sparked that. So that in my head, OD was going to be my last battle. The one in iBattle. I was like, I fucking killed it out there. That was my like solid performance. I can go out on that one and I'm comfortable.
Right.
And like getting into it, and I start making music. I'm like, fuck it, I'm making an album. I'm off the battle shit. I'm making an album. And so I'm like working on different songs. And then this is the first one that actually like took legs. The first one that I actually like finished a verse for, and the direction that it was heading, I was like so happy on it. I was like, oh, I'm actually like getting like personal. I'm like bringing my life into this shit. And it was just like I felt it was like Domes 2.0. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a new version, like an upgrade, where I was like, oh, I'm still like rapping and shit. But I'm actually saying something. And I felt like I was saying something. And so I'm making this song. Sorry, it's going to be a little long-winded. I'm making this song like, you know, like just keeping it to myself. Haven't even recorded it yet because I'm like just fucking hyped on it, you know, haven't had a chance to really like, I'm like, oh no, this one I got to go to a real studio. I got to do all this, whatever. So I haven't recorded it. And me and K.O.N get booked for a festival out here called the Extreme Thing, which I think you've been to one time. OD.
Yeah.
So me and K.O.N get booked to do this festival. And I'm like, oh, the last song, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do Shoot for the Sky. And K.O.N's like, what it? So boom, I rap it for him. This is before I even have this shit recorded. I rap it over the beat for him. And just like the response he gave me, this is someone who's seen me rapping since I was 13. And you know what I mean? Like, he was like, damn, like he was the one that kind of like backed that, like, nah, this is grown man Domes. You know what I mean? Like, this is some new shit. And so I'm like, cool, we're doing that. Like, we're set on it, you know? And then I get a call about Saya Boy. I get a call about the Saya battle. And I get the call, OD, and if you remember correctly, I said no. I said, I don't think I'm interested.
Yeah,
and then,
I don't remember, but you used to say no all the time, so that sounds right.
Yeah. And I said no. I said I'm not interested. And I don't want to like say too much, but then I got a call from my guy Danny Myers.
Yeah. He said, I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah.
Salute Danny Myers. And he hit me, and he was trying to get me to battle. He was trying to get me to battle somebody else. He was trying to get me to battle Scheme before Scheme had any videos. So I didn't know anything what he would rap like nothing.
Okay.
And I mean, fuck. I mean, this is in the past. Danny gave Rex fucking 12K.
Yeah.
I'm not out in no business. Danny gave Rex a lot of money.
Yeah.
So he offered me, and this is all going back to an earlier conversation we had, he offered me a large sum of money, something I had never been paid in the league before, to battle Scheme, to battle. And I'm like, and you know what I said, OD? I said, I can't do it. And this is the most money I've like ever been offered. Like, I'm a 19 or 20-year-old kid at the time. Like, I'm like, what? Like, you're gonna give me that? And I said, I can't do it. And this is the reason. Because I don't know what this kid raps like. I don't know anything about him. Best case scenario, I get the money and I destroy this kid in a rap battle. And the fans are like, oh, here goes Domes battling another nobody. Worst case scenario, this guy fucking kicks my ass. And then people are like, oh, look, Domes got bodied by a nobody. So because I don't know what he raps like. So I'm like, that's a bad bet. I'm like, as much as I wanted to take it, and K.O.N was kind of even like, nah, you should probably take it, you know? Yeah. And I'm like, nah, like I can't do it. So so I passed on it. But I said, oh, yeah, I can't do that, Danny. But OD mentioned something like, you're battling John, Sia's coming with, kind of pitched it to Danny, and he's like, oh, I'll give you half to do that. So he was gonna pay me more. I would have got paid more to do the skiing battle, but he's like, I'll give you half to do the Sia battle. And I'm sure he compensated John and Sia as well. I'm sure he was a big I'm sure he made that event happen.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's I'm not
100%.
trying to like out I'm not trying to out any business. This is more just saying salute to Danny for making my last battle even happen. Because if that, because real shit, like I just said, I might have been out on the iBattle one. So if he wouldn't have came at me with the offer, and I maybe wouldn't have took that battle. And so I did take the battle, and then certain stuff happened where, I mean, I do like that battle. I do think like I have really good writing in that battle, but just like, something about like my vibe was kind of off that night. And then like one little like stupid detail is I brought my own memory card for the camera, because I'm like, there was battles that shit was filling up. I'm like, nope, not happening for my shit. I'm bringing my own memory card to film my battle. And right after my battle happens, right after we finish, fucking Prime, homie that used to film, he's telling me, oh, this shit looks sick, and he's going to show it to me, and he's like, it's not here. And he's like, the footage is gone.
What?
So that's why on that battle, it's only the second angle, and it's from like whatever the handheld angle, and it's not like the high quality. Oh,
like the main one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the main angle. And like, so I'm like, fuck, man, I put all this effort into bringing my own fucking memory card, and this shit fucks up. And like that's minuscule in like, retrospect, but at the time it was just something that kind of set me over. I was like, man, I don't even want to be doing this shit. And now I got shit fucking up on me. I got and other things happening. And I don't mean to, and I was a 20-year-old kid getting a sum of money for a rap battle and got it in advance. I blew through 90% of that money, if not 100% of that money, by the time the battle happened. So that was the biggest realization, where I was like, oh yeah, the money goes bye-bye, the video stays on YouTube.
A learned lesson. But yeah, it used to be so many things that would go wrong at the events, man. The fans don't even know. It was to people not showing, or camera this, and just all
and like I said, that's a minuscule like thing. It's not like I left because the fucking camera fucked up, but I was already on my way out. And this long-winded story just to say that I knew the Sia battle was coming up, but the whole time I'm like, nah, like I'm about to perform this Shoot for the Sky song at the festival. And so I can't remember, I might have my timelines a little backwards. The Sia battle might have been a month after. Yep, that's exactly what it was, because I had money and we threw like a fucking hotel party. Me and my homies threw So all right, this is exactly how it happened. Now, so me and K.O.N get booked for this festival.
Okay.
And it's like March 20th, March 24th.
Hey, wait, hold on real quick. Let me say this one thing. Trig, he put a comment. He wanted me to tell you that. He said, what's up?
Trig. What's good? Trigaaah?
Yeah, Trigaaah.
What's good, man? Fucking A. Good to see you.
Trig, my boy. I'll be playing chess with him damn near every day. I whooped his ass, whooped his butt yesterday. But go ahead, tell us a story.
And the shit like no popped in my fucking live or my Facebook live first. I was like, oh, that's what's up. Like, you know what I mean? It's good to see. It's good to see everybody, man.
Right, for real.
We're all lonely in this quarantine shit.
Hey, for real, man. But go ahead. So what's the story?
Yeah,
it's like
it's like a fucking class reunion and shit. No, so yeah, me and K.O.N get booked to do this festival, and I'm like, just showed him this song. Like I'm in full steam ahead on like I'm making this album, and it's gonna be me. You're gonna know who I am after this album.
Right.
And so, boom, we do the song. We perform at this festival. There's footage of it in a video. I don't know if we'll get to it, but we performed the festival, had a great time, and then I do this last song, and the reaction I got from this last song was like one of the most like assuring feelings in my life. It was something where it was just like this is it. Like people were like coming up to me like, oh no, but the last song though, like the one you did at the end, like you're doing more shit like that, right? Like people were just super hyped on it, and I was like, that let me know I'm headed in the right direction on this shit. Like I want to take this new direction with the more personal shit, and I'm headed in the right direction with it. And I was so fucking happy, and all I wanted to do was get back to the studio. However, I had a battle in like 3 weeks. So now all my music shit that I'm all hyped on gets pushed to the side once again, and I have to write for the Saya battle, which is 3 weeks later. So
what's the name of the song so I can pull it up?
The one that got the video in there.
The one that the first one that I'm gonna show, the one with the truck.
Oh, the one you're gonna show is called "Shoot for the Sky."
Shoot for the Sky.
Yeah, and so yeah, the whole time I'm like, I just want to get back to the music, but I'm like,
all right, so this is
this battle, and K.O.N just keep telling me like, no, fool, kill the battle. You good?
Yeah. I'm gonna play the first verse and the first chorus, and then we're gonna come back to it. So this is introduce it to him.
Yeah, I'll do a shorter intro. My bad, not fucking do a podcast by myself. Yeah, this song is called "Shoot for the Sky." This was the first song I released as Dome's Gage. That's my rap name now. Some people don't know I switched it, and if they're just searching for Domes, they might not be able to find me. OD. That's why I want to, make sure the branding's on point. But yeah, this was the first. Like, I did the name switch because I was like, this is showing the evolution. This is showing the 2.0. This isn't the kid Domes anymore. This is grown man Domes Gage. You know what I mean? So this is the first song that I released as Domes Gage. It was the first song for my debut album called Old Soul in a Young Body, which is available on all the streaming platforms. And this was like the first step in the new direction I wanted to head, the more personal, true to myself kind of direction with the music. And yeah, this is it. This is the first one.
Check it out. Here we go.
And my most popular song.
Don't know where I'm at. I'm standing at the back, and I'm tired of waiting.
Leave a comment and let us know what you think.
Waiting here in line, hoping that I find what I've been chasing.
Which one are you?
I'm in the back of the line and I'm patient, but I'm really getting tired of waiting. My mind has been racing, cause what I've been chasing is finally mine for the taking. But every time that I aim for the sky, I just end up right back here in the same place that I was last year. I just wanna make change like a cashier, but they saying that's weird. Change, we don't need that. My old friends all wanna hold me back. Back in the day, it was listen to the homie rap. Now it's old Domes, he's whack. Give me fake handshakes and phony daps, and they go on Facebook and they find me and add me. They pretend that they're fine and they're happy, but really in the end, they're just trying to drag me. They want me to be stuck on the ground so they can laugh at me like Krusty the Clown. But I've been through the ups and the downs, and I had enough of it now. I ain't fucking around, I'ma blow everything up in this town till it's ashes and dust. See, I've had to adjust to the lack of the trust in this world, the passion and lust for these girls, trapped in a rut, doing what I gotta do to survive. So I see through the truth and the lies. Don't know where I'm headed, but I'm soon to arrive. I'ma give it all I got, never losing my pride. I ain't gonna let them chew me alive. Shove me to the back and then move me aside. They want me on the bottom, but I'm choosing to fly. So I aim for the stars and I shoot for the sky.
I shot for the sky, I'm stuck on the ground. Why do I try? I know I'm gonna fall down. Thought I could fly.
it cut, but my knife still in its flat.
Yeah, that's hard, man. That's a polished song right there, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Even that's like one of the few songs I've done like somewhat professionally, paid somebody to mix and master it, paid like good money to get the video done, things like that.
Right.
But what I was gonna say is even like the engineer that I was working with at the time was a fan of all the battle stuff and was a fan of the Punch Drunk stuff that me and K.O.N were doing. But when he heard me record that, he's like, damn, it's actually like you're making songs now. And I was like, that's a good sign.
Right,
That's
yeah.
what we're doing, yeah.
That song go hard. All right, let me hit up the chat line real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Ben drinking again. So that's the song right there. He says, "What was the song with Domes in the truck?" It's "Shoot for the Sky."
Yeah, it's called "Shoot for the Sky." Produced by me. Although I it's kind of just a sample flip. I don't take that much credit in those. But
it sound dope. Though. It sound dope. All right,
I
Zach.
did make the beat.
Zach Tracy says, "Hey, OD, remember when you had a contest thing about making an intro for your radio program on 88? I never submitted what I made, but still got it. Well, send it to ahattv@gmail.com. Let me check it out, Tracy." All right, Tracy, Zach Tracy, he also said he's 32 now, but AHAT for sure had an impact on me. That's respect. You know, that's Domes
what's up.
and
Hell
all
yeah.
the battlers. And that's what we was trying to do. We was trying to put Vegas on. So I want to ask you this, Domes, because you're one of the few artists that were from Vegas, and I'm not from Vegas, right?
Born and raised.
Yeah, so when I came out here, one of the first, this kind of what inspired me to do it. Like before Fresh Ave inspired me, this inspired me. When I came out here, I was like, man, I want to do some hip hop stuff. So I went on YouTube. This is the early days of YouTube in 2008. And it wasn't, I couldn't pull up nothing from Vegas.
Really?
So I was like, it's wide open. I could take over. And so that's what made me put the channel together and start doing that stuff. But go ahead. How do you feel about what we did for Vegas? And then, you know, the fact that, you know, I'm not from Vegas, but Vegas like really allowed me.
Shit, we claim you. We claim you. No?
Yeah, that's all love. I got, you know, it's OD 702 for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, it's huge. It's huge. And me and K.O.N talk about that as well. Like, especially at the time I was getting into it, like there maybe was some like local hip hop stuff that K.O.N was kind of a part of. He was telling me about, you know, stuff like the Beauty Bar and things like that. But nothing I could be a part of. I was a younger kid. I can't get into like none of these places. And even those things weren't like being filmed and put on YouTube and advertised, or I guess glorified, making you want to go there and fucking rap with people and shit. You know, that was my whole thing, is when I saw it, I was like, oh, I could do that. I was like, oh, I could probably beat a couple of these people if I, you know, I mean, I could hang in there. Like, so that's just what made me want to do it. So, but yeah, I tell them all the time, like that was a huge, there's not much of a hip hop scene out here regardless. And especially there was no like battle rap scene. Like, like I said a little bit earlier, coming out at the same time as Smack and things like that, coming out in that same era, it's like, this was that for us, you know what I mean? So it was building this like, oh, they got that. And that's the shit we used to watch, but we had that little, community. And no, I think it's big because even still to this day, I'll be walking somewhere and I might get recognized out here, you know, in Vegas. People want to be, oh, you're the kid from the back or whatever. They might recognize me. And that's 10 years ago, or, you know,
that's crazy.
In a minute. So but like in the height of it happening, in the height of like, oh, I'm doing battles and I'm walking on First Friday and shit, people are stopping me like crazy, like
taking pictures.
Like shit that it just showed like how big that the scene really was. And that's I'm super grateful that you even gave us a platform. I'm sure all of the rappers in the league can attest to that, like place where you didn't have somewhere. The thing, just like I said, the reason I kept battling was the response I got, all the comments. This is the first time my raps have ever been listened to outside of my friends. this is the first time I'm getting a huge feedback from the commenters, and they're like, we need more domes. And I'm like, I'm back. Let's go.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Kind of like your podcast now, or your live stream.
Pretty much.
All right, let me hit these comments real quick. All right, Sean Steve said, Dome, an AHAT legend.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Let me see. Melvin. Oh, so this is Trigaaah again. He said, it's dope. We talking about that song. He said, but Dome's always been dope to me. So he's showing you mad love.
I appreciate you, Trig, for real. It means a lot.
Chaos.
Hope everything is well with you.
Yeah, he good. He good. Chaos, he says it's fire. Sean Steed, he says the song's fire too. So they rock it with that.
I appreciate y'all, man. It means a lot.
Wait, it says Zach Tracy. He says, it was strange because I'm in Tennessee talking Vegas up, and everybody was like, huh?
probably in the early days, people were like, hey, you got to check these Vegas battles. You know, they're like, what the fuck, Vegas? Yeah.
Hey, check this out, Domes. I said this before, but I don't know if you know this, but so this is how big AHAT, and when I realized like how big it was, I went with my family to Miami, and we went on this little vacation, and I just went up to a basketball court, and I went to go play basketball, and I didn't have my shades on, and I had my hair in a ponytail, so I looked.
I was gonna say, did you have the hair down? Come on.
Yeah. So I looked a little bit different, right? So I'm just
can't
out
fool
there.
Nobody.
I'm out there hooping. And
Me and you both, we can't fool nobody.
Yeah, we can't. And I'm out there hooping, just shooting shots or whatever, and somebody on a bike pulls up on me, and he was like, man, ain't you OD from AHAT? And I was like, damn, I'm in Miami, didn't nobody know I was out there. I was like, man, this shit's big, man, big.
When me and Donnie went to do the battle in Connecticut, we went to the mall, and there's people like, oh, you doing it? You're from the battleship. People recognizing us in the mall in Connecticut, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, shit like that, where I was just like, oh damn, this shit is really, it's big.
Hey, Ben drinking again. He said, what continuation school did you go to?
Whatever the one that OD. Do you put that out there, OD?
I don't, but we can. We just keep it alive. So I'll tell you this story. So let me tell you this story. I'm gonna break it down to him. You fill in where you want to. So I actually I work at schools, right? So I work at juvenile detention. I work at Summerview Correctional Facility, which is the only maximum security facility for juveniles in Nevada. And anyway, I work at this time early in AHAT. I was working at behavioral schools, and I was working at South Continuation, and man, and actually Domes went there, but Domes didn't go when I worked there. So talk to him, man.
That's so funny too, because like I don't remember how it got brought up. I think. Oh yeah, I don't remember how it got brought up to where I was like, oh, I went there, and you're like, oh, I like sub there sometimes.
Yeah.
And like, and like I don't remember, and you would say like, oh, especially like after I started battling and stuff, you would be like, oh, kids are like talking about you. They'd like, if they see you as a teacher, they'd go, hey, like what about Domes?
Yeah.
And fast forward to last year, I'm doing a show, and I'm selling tickets for a show, and I meet up with somebody to sell them tickets for a show. And we're chopping it up, and he's like, yo, OD from AHAT. He's like, he was my substitute teacher. I was like, fuck yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Small world. And even some of the teachers remembered you. I don't even remember how, but I remember this one teacher was telling me that he remembered you, man. I don't know if we was watching one of my videos or what.
Hey, to be honest, like fucking best time I ever had at school. Fucking, I don't know why. Like I just had so much fun at that school. And also a crazy fun fact about that school. This is also the same time me and K.O. This is early. We're just in the studio. We're just recording shit. Like maybe I've done 1 or 2 songs in the studio. So it's to the point where I'm writing shit and I'm trying to practice it and memorize it before I get to the studio. And so I'm at school. I'm at South, and I'm in the line rapping for people the verses. Like I'm in the line to get the top ramen and shit, and I'm rapping like verses for songs that haven't like, you know, that I'm about to go record. And it's the first time I ever rapped something and got like a Oh, crowd reaction. Like I said something out of one of the verses and the people in the
yeah.
line started listening and then they like reacted to it. And I was like, oh shit, like they're feeling it, you know? And so it's another one of those like instant gratification things where you're like, all right, I'm gonna keep doing this. People seem to like it.
Right, yeah. That's what you want to do. You want to do,
Uh-huh.
you want to find the balance between what you want to do and what everybody likes. And
Yeah.
that's the key. So somebody in the comments, they're talking about
I used to play ping pong and shit. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but there's like a
go
ping
ahead.
pong in like one of the
Yeah.
I don't know if that was their PE or whatever, but that shit was fun, man. I like that school. And I was like, I already did all my bad shit. So by the time I went to that school, I was like, on my best behavior and shit. So they let me out pretty fast.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's love.
And that's the last school I went to. I ended up just like not going back. and
You want to talk about that?
And then so in the jackpot battle at the end, you're like, hey, Jackpot, what high school you from? Or what high school you go to? And Jackpot tells it. And then you ask me, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even go to high school.
I don't even remember that shit.
It's one of my favorite parts of the video because, like I said, I didn't go, but then somebody in the crowd like repeats it, and they're like, he said he didn't go to high school.
Oh, that was comedy. You gonna have me going back and watch that.
Yeah, no, it's fucking funny. I watched it like, I don't know why, maybe with K.O.N. we go back and watch old shit sometimes, and yeah.
Okay, so somebody referenced the 2-on-2 you did with K.O.N. versus Grinder and Trig, and then Trig goes on there and comments. He was like, yeah, that was a fire battle, Domes and K.O.N.
Yo, and
he said
that like
Trigaaah said y'all Domes and K.O.N. was like two of my favorites. I really enjoyed that battle.
Hey, I appreciate that, Trig. That's shit. One of the highlights of my battle fucking career for sure. Like I said it earlier, me and K.O.N. were trying to make the 2-on-2 thing happen since the first time we did a battle. There's like it's like a freestyle, or we met up to do like a promo or something. And me and K.O.N. are like, anybody that wants to do a 2-on-2. This is like maybe I have like 1 or 2 battles. Maybe we just did the UNLV event or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which me and K.O.N. always like to talk about as like the pinnacle of when we knew shit was popping. You know what I mean? The UNLV event was just like the one that was like, all right, so we're doing this now.
hey, so talk to them, because they don't even know if they weren't there, they don't understand. So tell them what you remember, and I could fill in some stuff about the UNLV event. Do you know how it started?
So this is still the time where it's like, shit, we're meeting up at parks. We're pulling up anywhere we can. I'm outside of the venue. I can't even go in. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it could have been a money thing, but maybe me coming in and being younger, you were like, let's go back to doing it outside because you knew you had like some younger people. I don't know if that was a part or whatever, but we went back outside for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And we were in parks and for a few events. And then, I don't remember how the UNLV event came about, but I remember it was another thing where I didn't know who I was going to battle, but I had shit kind of ready for anybody. And K.O.N. was like set to battle Streets. He was set to battle Streets. So he's like, running over his shit. And we did it at the UNLV. But I just remember, like, I don't really remember how the event came about. But what I do remember is like I battled Pop Culture. Donnie battled, K.O.N. battled, Nove battled, I want to say Skimbo, like people were battling, there was like everybody was on the card.
And it was like dope battles. Like
it seemed like the first time people were writing. It's like, like it seemed first time, like maybe not completely writing, but like they saw what was going on. They're like, okay, we're not just showing up to the park and freestyling anymore. We're going to come with some prepared shit. They saw what was going on. And, so I think that's like Donnie's second battle, my second battle, maybe K.O.N's second or third. And then like, then you have like even the Nove and Skimbo who had already been like laying the groundwork for this shit. It was just like, to me, the most like
even Artisan battled. So look, let me tell you.
Yeah. Cause it was wild. I remember it was kind of chaotic. Y'all did some bum rushing stuff. Yeah, I can let you take that.
Yeah. So let me take y'all before the event though. So So, you know, I'm trying to do something different because it's like, you know, the other leagues, they got all these dudes that's been battling for a long time. So I'm just trying to get like celebrities or whatever because I'm working at the radio station at this time. So anyway, they hit me up and they say like, KRS-One's, he's performing at UNLV and we want you to go interview him. You're like our hip hop dude from the station. We want you to do an interview for him.
It was
so
KRS-One,
automatically in my mind, I said, oh, we gonna do a battle event there. I just put it out there, but in my mind, and you know, you know, after I got done talking to the manager of the station or whatever, I tried to see about how I could make it happen business-wise. And business-wise, I couldn't do it. So we just had to kind of bogart and just be like, we're just taking
style, yep.
I'm like, okay, we could just battle out there. And I'm going to try to... Go ahead.
Just like a magic convention, we're pretty good at just fucking bum rushing shit.
Yeah, somebody mentioned the magic, so we're gonna go back to the magic convention too. So so I said, okay, I'm just gonna call everybody and we just gonna do the battle event up there at UNLV on the outside, and then I'm gonna see if I could get KRS-One in it somehow. So I called everybody, told all y'all that we battling at UNLV. I didn't even know where at UNLV. Yeah. I don't even know the campus like that. I said, hey, just find us.
The best shit about all the videos from it is there's like 4 different locations. Battles were happening all over. We're like, oh, getting yelled at. No, you can't do that here. We got to move down the road a little, or down the campus a little. Because K.O.N in Streets is in like the perfect, like you found this like spot where there's like an echo and you can hear their shit all properly. It's like the perfect place for a battle. Yeah. And there's people like standing on stuff, looking over. And that was because, fuck, what was the event before the UNLV one?
Oh shit, we need K.O.N to answer that.
Or is that just that's just the jackpot one then? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Because I think, because Pop Culture was my second battle. So that was the second event I went to.
Damn.
So I don't know. But I just remember like watching it like, you know, on the YouTube. But then when K.O.N's battling Streets, there's people standing up on shit, like looking over, and like it was just looked like this real ass thing, you know. And even on the footage, like it's such like nostalgic when you go back and watch that footage, because it brings me back to like being right there in that circle that they did. But we got kicked out. I think they even do their last round somewhere else. I think they get kicked out before the battle even finished it. Yeah.
Oh, that shit was gangster. And then look, so not only that, right? So when I first got there, before we even started the battles, somebody from the school, they walked me, they said, okay, the concert's gonna be over here and you're gonna interview KRS-One over here. So they walked me to where I was gonna interview KRS-One, and I actually got that video on YouTube too. It got like 100,000 views with just the interview, and it was like a round table of me and other Vegas people interviewing KRS-One. But so I seen the route from the concert where he was performing to where I was gonna interview him. I said, okay, he has to walk this way. So that's how I got him in the video, because, you know, we started off some of the battles outside, and I really wanted to wait all of them for him, but I didn't know if it was going to happen, and it was just so impromptu that it was only Artisan, I guess, and somebody else battle still left. And we started it in the path, so he had to walk past us. And if you watch the Artisan and Dame battle, you'll see KRS-One walk up, and he just posts up and watches it. And then I haven't even met him yet. And I just put my arm around him and bring him up in the circle and shit.
Hold on. Did that happen after all the other battles?
Yeah, because he was performing during all them other battles. We stopped. Wait, y'all, like, I don't know what rappers, but rappers started getting impatient. Like, we was there for a long time, and he was still in the concert. So they was like, man, I'm ready to battle.
I thought it was like the other way. I thought it was like, I'm probably wrong. I'm going to call K.O.N. No.
Yeah, some of them, it might have been a couple that were after, but most of them were for, because I remember some battles was going on, and I went back up there to the concert to make sure I didn't miss him leaving, because I had to get that interview. That's what I was up there for the first place. But yeah,
Hell
we used to just bogart spot, man. Tell them about the Magic
yeah.
joint, because somebody mentioned in the comments about Magic. So tell them what's up, man.
Oh my God,
Tell
that
them
was
what
one
the
of
Magic is. They don't even know.
I fucking still don't even know, honestly.
All right, let
Trying
me
to pitch
tell
it to
that.
me. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess I'll do
All
it.
right, so the Magic convention in Las Vegas is the biggest clothing convention in the West. Like they got bigger ones on the New York, but in the West, the Magic convention in Las Vegas is the biggest clothing convention and everything that goes around with that, shoes and apparel and all that stuff. So a lot of in the early days, it's like lost a lot of its clout. But in the early days, a lot of celebrities would be there, and so that's where what Dome's about to talk about. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I get hit up. This is after. Damn, is it after this is I'm shitty with the timeline. This is after the Coolie Bop battle. And I'm like even more picky because I was even picky before the Coolie Bop shit got set up. And then so after that got set up, I'm like definitely like, oh shit, I don't know. I didn't know what to do. You know, I was kind of just falling back for a little bit. Okay. And Franchise is one of the people that I said earlier that had videos on AHAT when I first saw it, and was one of the people that I was like, oh, if I might have to battle him sometime. So there was like maybe a couple things that I said in that battle that I had like I wrote before even battling Jackpot, like old certain shit, like maybe not much, maybe just like a few bars or whatever. But so that's why I was like, I'd be down to battle Franchise at some point. You know, I was getting revenge for K.O.N. And so I wanted to battle him at the next event, which was Donnie versus Fats. And I think maybe like Nove, Artisan, like it was a big card. There was a lot of people on it, like Nove, Artisan, or maybe not Illegal, Nove Illegal. I don't know. One of the like, it was some, or Artisan Illegal. My bad, I'm getting my fucking shit mixed up. But it was like there were some big card or names on the card, you know, like all the top dudes were on it. And so I was like, oh, I'll take Franchise on that card. Like that's what I wanted it as. And I'm pretty sure you were like, oh, you pitched it to me like, oh, there's this thing, it's the Magic convention, there's all these celebrities, blah blah blah. I want you to do a battle. And I don't remember if you pitched me Franchise for that, or if I was kind of like, if I asked for it. I don't really remember. But
I don't remember either.
But so one of the most awkward battle experiences I've ever had, because we show up mad early. We show up mad early to like make sure we can get in, and ended up like not getting in until like way later in the evening. So now usually as a battle rapper, you're going over your 3 rounds for your opponent. That's not what's happening with me in Franchise. We're like fucking at McDonald's eating chicken nuggets and shit, talking about like music and stuff. Like,
y'all getting tighter homies right before y'all battle.
I was like, what the fuck? I don't even want to be mean to this dude right now. Like, what the fuck? Hella bad and shit. Just thinking the whole time, like, damn, now I'm about to be fucking mean to you. But so yeah. Anyway, we end up finally getting in, and I think I was still kind of skeptical. I'm sure I was probably at that time. I was probably like, I don't know, dude. We're just gonna do it right here, like, because what it was is like you walked in, and I don't know how you got like BG's attention, or like you were, or somebody around him's attention, that you're like, we're gonna do a rap battle. Will you judge it? And he was like, yeah, sure. So it was like, it couldn't have been 5 minutes after he agreed to judge it that you're like, all right, Domes, first round on here. Like, we're doing it right here. So I can't remember if he goes first or I go first, but I'm starting to rap and there's like nobody around, and you could see I'm starting to get louder with the raps. People are starting to crowd around, and by like my second or third round, there was kind of a decent crowd for us and shit.
And it's kind of like, just to give them a idea of the atmosphere, it's almost like being in a mall, like, right? You just got like people just walking around and they looking at clothes, And just
It's
in the
very
middle,
in the public, yeah.
yeah, and just in the middle of that, I mean, they old, young, whatever,
Yeah.
and just in the middle of that, we just start getting the battle going.
Yeah, fuck it. And it was like, yeah, waited all day to get to it, and then I'm like, all right, cool, we're just gonna do it. And then I think, yeah, I don't know. I got to a certain point where I was like, all right, it's working. People are gathering around and they're reacting to the shit I'm saying. It felt like fucking the lunch line at South all over again, you know? And so but the one thing I always said is I always like tell this to like fucking K.O.N and shit, is I'm like, the material I wrote, I fucked up. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I should have been more like on some current event, rapping about name brand clothes and shit. Like I should have been more like catering to the people who might have been there.
Right.
Instead, I'm battling franchise as if it's at the event where Fats and Donnie is happening. So I'm like saying shit that only people in AHAT are gonna catch, and like certain references. You know, I was very strategic about writing for my opponents. You know, I was always very direct. So the shit I'm saying, I'm like, oh yeah, they're not catching these references at all. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I should have wrote different or took that battle at a different event. But it is what it is. It was fun.
Right. Yeah, it was different.
Shout out to
definitely.
BG. One of my homies still quotes that fool to my day, or to this day. He still quotes like, he's like, I gotta go, but this fool kill, or some shit like that. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what he says, but he's like, I gotta go. He killed it, you know.
Yeah, and he was loaded too, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to BG. I think he been locked up ever since.
Fuck, man.
That's crazy.
Free BG, shit.
For real. Hey, look, all right, let's hit these comments up real quick. All right.
Yeah.
Wayne Carroll says, real raw street hip hop, much props, Vegas, OD 702, great energy events. All right, much respect. Yeah. Ben Drinking, he said, gotta go to sleep. Please post a live stream so he can rewatch 702 Lifestyle. Yeah, we got you. All right, somebody says, John Doe, he says, I don't mean any disrespect or anything, but are you blind, OD? I don't think I've ever seen you without your shades on. Been watching the movement for a minute.
Truthfully, I've only seen OD without his shades like a handful of times.
Right, yeah, it's rare. It's rare. I'm my real person. OD is my alter ego. So you know.
Right, I hear you.
Yeah, that's my dome's gauge. You know what I'm saying? Let me see.
Ben Drinking again said he likes my video about why I quit rap battling, and I appreciate that, Ben. That means a lot.
Okay, kind of sum it up in like 2 minutes. Tell them why you stopped battling.
So this is an older video that I did put out. It was when I made the decision. All right, I had to put out my album that I talked a little bit before you played Shoot for the Sky. I put out the album and was kind of like, all right, I'm good. Like I just need to separate myself from it a little bit. You know, this is 2015, so I don't necessarily feel entirely the same way, but a lot of it still stands. That when you're a battle rapper, you play a certain character, and there's a certain type of reference that gets reaction. It's the certain type of shit that's like made for battle rap. You know what I mean? And at a certain point, I was like having conversations with people that I've never met. And they'd be like, oh, your battle raps are so sick, but you said this, and that's really fucked up. And I'd go, oh yeah, I didn't really mean it like that. And then, but I'm like, oh, so all these people that like don't know who I am and don't know I'm a nice person are just taking like these battle rap videos and being like, oh, he's talking about like fucking shooting people and killing people and just like all this kind of crazy shit, where I'm like, at the end of the day, that's not me, clearly, and it's not a majority of these battle rappers, I'd say, you know. But so it's a certain character that you get up in playing, or that you get caught up playing, and I think that was one of my biggest things. I was working on this album. I was like, I had friends telling me, yo, we want to hear you in this music. You have a story to tell. You know what I mean? I've been through some shit in my life. And so I was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be me, like forget the character for a little bit, you know? And so that was one of the reasons. you know, I just needed a place to be myself, be more personal. I can be much more honest with the music than like now I gotta write whatever kind of punchline to cater to whoever. And not to mention all the shit that I said as like a younger kid that was just completely like ridiculous and offensive and shit that like I was just a young kid and didn't even really understand power behind certain like you know, offensive terms and shit that like, which I'm sure everybody, or there's a big handful of people in battle rap that can agree with that, but it is something that I do look at that I'm a little ashamed of, that I'm like, oh damn, I didn't know really what I was saying at a certain point. And that just goes back to, yeah, it's not me, it's not myself. I don't want people to see certain battles and hear me say certain shit and be like, oh, so that's him. And when they hear my music, like when I put out that album, my goal, I put out my first album and I was like, when I was making it, my goal was every song that I make for this is the most like personal, like the most like I'm trying to tell my life in this shit. And after I dropped it, I had people saying, I feel like I've known you your whole life after just listening to these 13 songs or these 12 songs, you know what I mean? And that was like super satisfaction to me, where I was like, okay, they're getting it, you know, I'm not just like this fucking battle rapper. And I think there was the battle rappers can't make music thing that was a part of it, where I was just like, fuck that, I've been making music since before I was ever a battle rapper. Like, let me get back in my bag here. Like, there's no way people are about to put that fucking you know, stigma on me. It's not about to, you know, fuck with me. So there was that. And at the end of the day, I was just over it. I think I got into it at a young enough age that I became so like infatuated with it and spent like a good handful of years completely consuming everything battle rap. Like, the music completely took a back road. And then when I was finally able to get back on the music shit, I just needed to kind of like, you know, separate myself from it for a second. And that was the best way I could do it, where I was like, I'm just going to stop watching this shit. I'm going to stop fucking paying attention to what battles are going on and just kind of like reset, you know, refresh my head. And that lasted for like, you know, maybe 2 years. I did spend like a solid 2 years not watching any battle rap. Now I'm probably just as caught up as any battle rap fan, but I'm just watching it from like a fan. That's what I like. Somebody, I don't want to get it like misconstrued like I'm hating on the art form. Like, I have so much respect for all the people that are still fucking grinding, still killing it. You know, I know what it takes to do a battle, so I have nothing but respect for the people that do it, and I'm still a huge fan of the culture. It's just not for me, you know what I mean? It's just not not for me anymore. I'm super happy with all the shit we've done, as far as like, this is always going to be a stepping stone. I'll never look back at this and look at this as something negative, because it's always going to be that, you know, first brick in the wall type shit. So yeah, nah. And that's OD telling me to say something in 2 minutes, and I say it in like 15.
Yeah, I know. Damn, that's what I was gonna say. Oh, Dome Gauge podcast switching
off the dome with Dome's Gauge every Monday.
Yeah. All right, let me hit these comments up real quick. Oh wait, let me hit. Nove asked this question way early on. He said,
I was gonna say we probably missed a few, but
yeah, a whole lot. What's one of your favorite battles of yours?
Of mine?
Yeah.
My favorite battle is versus True Words in iBattle. It's I think my best performance and some of my best writing. Like, the third round is probably like my best material. I think that's my favorite round, is the third round. There might have been some better material in the Saya shit, but like I said previously, I didn't like my performance all the way with that one, and felt a little bit like shaky in the Saya battle. And so the True Words one, that one was like, I was coming off of the LA battle, where I did like kind of bad. I lost, you know, or at least in my head, I did hella bad because I lost, and I'm like, you know, beating myself up for it. Right. So when they booked me to go to Connecticut with Donnie, I was like, I wanted a bigger opponent, and they were like, honestly, they tried, and they're like, we think you and this dude would be dope. And I was like, I never watched this fool. and I don't know. Anyway, they convinced me to take it. Somebody was like, "Oh, he's kind of like the you from out here. Like he's sort of the hometown hero out there kind of shit, you know?" So I was like, "All right, cool, I'll take it." And watch some of his battles. I was like, "All right, he's dope. This could be tight." But I had something to prove. I had a chip on my shoulder from fucking up in LA, you know? So
Right.
I think he may be I remember rapping those rounds like for that battle for a couple homies out in Connecticut before we flew out there, and they were like, "Damn, like they're not gonna expect you to rap like that," you know. Like it was night and day from the King of the Dot battle, you know, fucking night and day. So I think that's my favorite performance. It's the funnest I've ever had while doing a battle because the crowd was like one of the best crowds I've ever performed for because they were just like,
and you in a new state, like that's just big.
Yeah, that was my second time being out of state, I guess. But yeah, but no, my third round in that battle is still till this day my favorite round of mine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
Favorite one out here is probably something versus Saya. Whatever round the mind your business line is in the Saya battle. That's my favorite round out here. Because I think someone asked that too about out here.
Somebody asked. Wait. There was something I thought they wanted to. Oh, okay. Smokes World said AHAT was the first rap battle league I watched. R.I.P. Fresh Ave. Yeah, R.I.P. Fresh Ave for sure.
Yes, sir.
Young Noe.
Definitely.
Okay, okay. I don't think I ever asked you this one. I don't know or not. It says Daniel Rufo. He says, any story, Domes versus Fats, was that ever an option? Much love from Mexico. I don't know. Did I ever ask you that? I don't think so. Did I?
Nah, and I don't think so. And I think that's another one where it was like a mutual respect thing, where like me and Fats just always had this like mutual respect. And fuck, this is like a funny story me and K.O.N talk about sometimes and shit. So Fats came on to AHAT, I want to say the third event I did. So this was my third battle and he was just coming on, and it was still like, you don't know who you're gonna battle. You might just show up and battle anybody and shit. And this goes back to asking somebody if I was fucking nervous when I did my first one and shit. Well, anyway, we show up to the third one and Fats is battling somebody and they're like betting for it and shit. And it's like they're barking on each other. They're like super aggressive, like going hella crazy, you know? And I don't think I want to battle that dude. Like, I don't know. And so I don't want to say I was like intimidated, but it was kind of a thing where that was the first impression I had, where I was like, oh damn, he's just barking in this battle, you know, like I don't know nothing about this dude and shit. Yeah. And then it was a few events later. It was when we started doing shit at the motoring, the tire place.
Oh, the rim shop.
WC motoring. Yeah. When we started doing shit there, it was like maybe in between, before an event, something. And me and K.O.N and Fats end up getting into a conversation about hip hop. And we start talking like all these rappers and Crooked Eye. And we start just talking about just like lyricism and just this like fucking this wall that I like, oh, I didn't know what to think about this dude, to, oh, we're just having this like super in-depth conversation about hip hop. Like, and then so we leave and me and K.O.N are like, Fats is kind of cool, huh? Like we were like super intimidated, you know, when he first like stepped on, like he was barking on, was taking their money and shit. And then we had just like this super ill conversation with them, and it was just always like respect from there. We're like, damn, Fats is actually like hella fucking down to earth and super cool dude. And then there was another event where I remember Fats like hella like fucking looking out for me. Like he was just like not only did, of course, he would hype me up fucking in every battle I did. He's always shouting in the background, you know. But he looked out for me. Like, I think you asked him, it was me, you, and him, and it was maybe a show or something, and you asked him, who do you think Dome should battle? And he's like, he like didn't know, and he's like, because he's better than everybody. And that's like, he gave me that compliment. He was like basically just like big up in me, something along those lines, like, because he's better than everybody. And I was like, oh, bro, like, appreciate you, Fats. Like, you know?
Right, yeah.
That means a lot from someone who's, like I said earlier about Nove, who's done, you know, just as much work as I have, if not more. And you know, I mean, that's the compliments that I remember after the Saya battle, Nove goes, I think that's maybe the first time you battle someone with competition. You know, like he's like fucking telling me I still killed it, but just like, you know, it was, I don't know, it was always tight like that. Like
okay. That's what's up. All right.
Getting compliments.
One time I remember just like I used to have some in-depth conversations with Fats about AHAT and the rappers or whatever. Yeah. And when we were talking about the best ones, like who's the best or whatever, what he would always tell me when it came to you is like he would say that your flow is something about your flow that made you better than everybody else. It wasn't necessarily like what you said, but just the flow of it. And
K.O.N.
Go ahead.
K.O.N. would tell you the first time he heard me rap, that's what it was. He's like, oh, he's like, I already had bars, and like him talking about himself. He's like, I was comfortable with, you know, I could spit bars. I had plenty of rhymes, but when it came to flowing and like writing beats and shit, he's like, that's not so easy to everybody. And I'm like, and he's like, you just did it so effortlessly and you sounded so good, like flowing on stuff. And like, maybe you could say like, you know, I grew up playing instruments and shit, playing drums and guitar and making beats, and now like I make all my own beats, but like certain things like that may have helped with like rhythm and flow and, you know, certain patterns and shit. But yeah, that's something K.O.N. points out. He's like, every time you would first rap, he's like, I would always listen to how you flow, because that would be like what inspires him. So
bet. Okay,
but that's what's up. That's what's up.
John
and Fats reached out to me to do that cipher he put on a few years ago. That you it's the last time I seen you in person.
Yeah, I know, it's been a minute.
Yeah, so he's always looked out for me, and that's always, I'll always have a mutual respect. And so yeah, no, the question was, were we ever gonna battle? No, there was never that. I remember even when him and Donnie battled, it was kind of like splitting hairs a little bit, where I'm like, fuck, these are both my boys. Like,
you know? All right, so John Doe in the comments, he says, first AHAT video I watched was the Nove versus Donnie Menace, when he pulls the wig out and Son's Nove had me super geeked. Yeah, I was salty that they didn't. I thought Donnie won in the first 3 rounds, man.
They were trying to like say, you know, it is what it is. I haven't seen that shit in fucking in so long, but you couldn't beat Nove. If there was a judge's decision, Nove was winning.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I didn't want to take the battle, OD.
Yeah, see, I think it was more that stuff that you was talking about when you told.
Yeah, I would have never said anything about like True Fam. Like, you know what I mean? There was nothing like that, but it was probably that. Like, yeah, if it's a judge's decision, he's going to win, you know, no matter what I do.
All right, Eastside Civilian says Danny Myers was the first person I watched on AHAT. He's super underrated. I agree, but he also gets his props too, so it's kind of like half and half. Some people give him his credit, some people don't, I guess.
Yo, seeing what Danny is doing is so fucking awesome. Like, I'm so like the proud little brother kind of, you know, like there was a time, it's like a blog you made me do about like recapping an event, and it was like one of the first or second events that Danny did, and I was just like telling you, like, man, they want all us like OGs to battle. Like, fuck that, put all the stock in Danny right now because he's got the hunger, you know.
Yeah.
And so you came to like, I think I was editing the videos at the time, so you like came to give me the memory card or something like that. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna do a blog, say what you were saying about Danny. So there's a blog where I'm talking about the event, and I'm talking about Danny Myers is the one. Like, look, you know, make sure to watch his shit. He's the best in AHAT right now. Like, there's a video where I like big up him like that, and like, so just to see like everything he's doing is so fucking so like inspiring, and just like, honestly, I'm just super happy for him. And he was destined for this shit. Like
yeah,
he eats, fucking sleeps and shits battle rap bars. Like,
right, yeah.
So somebody like me, where I'm like questioning, oh, now I'm not even inspired to do 2 battles in a row. He's like battling someone and then hopping on a plane and flying and battling someone in the same day, like out of control.
Just think about what he did the second time he battled, because actually the first time he battled, I need to go over that with Danny the first time. I can't believe I didn't review it in that vlog I just did with him. I'm out there circle back on that. But
the first
time his first battle didn't even get released. And I'm not gonna say
really?
Why. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to do a vlog on that with him. But then, so the second time he comes to battle is where he battles P Money and Ratchet. And if you watch that, he's putting money on both those battles. He battles P Money a minute and a half each round, or 2-minute rounds, and then he goes off on Ratchet for like. Go ahead.
Arguably one of AHAT's best battles, in my opinion, like rap wise, material wise.
Which one? P
Money and Danny Myers, super underrated. One of my favorite AHAT battles.
Yeah, that was fire from both sides, the crowd and everything.
I edited that one, I think, and I remember as I was doing, I was like, damn, this is a fucking hard battle. Like, these fools are killing this shit. And
and just seeing him able to battle that first round where it's like a minute and a half, 2-minute rounds, to go into the Ratchet battle. And I think he raps for like 14 minutes straight.
It was long, yeah. It was
shit.
It was like unlimited rounds before fucking
yeah, before that was even a coined phrase.
Yeah. And Danny, like he had like battling people 24 hours notice and just shit that it was almost that is he came in and he was so dope that it inspired me that I kind of wanted to do one again. So when he was asking me to do the battle versus Saya, I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to do it for him, you know, like he's like, I need you, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make the events crack, like I need you back type shit. And I'm like, I don't know. And then it ended up working. And so yeah, that's always like, I'll forever salute Danny Myers, and y'all should as well, because y'all wouldn't have Domes versus Saya battle without Danny. So
yeah, for real. Why civil equals insane says Danny is a monster at the stage. Yeah, for sure. Okay, kind of speaking of that, who's your favorite battler that you ever seen on AHAT? Like, who do you think's the best one out of everybody? And I know you haven't seen everybody, but you know enough to give your opinion on who you think is. From what you
what are we talking?
AHAT.
Favorite ever?
Best. Maybe not favorite, but best. Who you think's the best? Like, if you had this person.
Well, because like it's hard for me to like
here we go. It's like LeBron and Kobe or something.
Yeah. No, when I think of like AHAT, like the rappers I'm thinking of are the first string, you know what I mean? The first wave.
Yeah. No, exactly. But they could battle anywhere. But if they touch this platform a few times,
because now you got dudes like Geechee Gotti, who I know had Cali battles, you know, Cali had stuff, and now he's on fucking just absolutely killing shit. But like, he's not who I'm thinking of when you ask like AHAT rappers and shit. Even though I know he has AHAT battles, and you know, salute to him. He's I actually saw his battle. I went to Summer Madness, the one that was out here.
Okay.
The URL event was like a few years ago, and that was like I saw Danny and Fats there and shit, and we chopped it up. That was nice.
Okay.
But like the first battle rap event I went to in mad long, and it was hella fun.
And especially that you weren't battling that, huh?
I was completely just chilling. And I saw like what's bro's name? He used to do the AHAT battles. Diesel. He used to he used to come out here. Yeah, so he used to do battles and shit, and he was there, and I saw him, and I'm like, hey, yo, what's good? How you been? And he looks at me, he like shakes my hand, he's like, what's up? And then he's kind of like, Domes? He's like, damn, you look hella grown. Like, he didn't even recognize me and shit. Like, So I was like, yeah, you know, it's been some time, but yeah, fucking.
Wow. Okay, let me hit up these comments.
But yeah, like, you know, for anybody wondering, I definitely still watch battle rap. Definitely still a fan. Have a tremendous amount of respect for all the people still doing it, and yeah.
Why civil equals insane? Says huge shout out to OD and AHAT, such a stand up league. Much respect for that. Ben drinking again. He said he just rewatched the battle. I don't know which one he's talking about. Can't sleep.
I'm not sure either, but
yeah. All right, so let's hit up another song. So we only play one song. We gotta hit up this music. That's really
yeah. Okay, cool. Well, there's one that I want to play just a little bit of, which I don't know. I guess I can't really see it with you. I'll try. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but just because I kind of talked about it earlier, and this will kind of bring a full circle to some of the stuff, but I was gonna have you pause. I don't know if I'll see it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The video's called Trust the Process.
Trust.
And I hit you up a few months ago and asked for permission to use something.
Okay. You want me to play? Well, you want me to play it from the beginning, from the middle, or where? Probably
just start at the very start. You could just do like the first verse and hook or whatever if you want. Honestly, it's mostly just for the start.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see a little clip or something. So let's.
So this is a song called "Trust the Process." I released it, I think last year with the music video, and it's produced by me and my homie. And yeah,
right.
It's hold on.
Okay.
It's what I tried to do with the video is take a trip down memory lane. So I released this video last year when I was 26. I released this video last year when I was 26 years old, which was 10 years from the first time that I came to AHAT.
Damn.
You know, I was 16. I was 16 when a lot of these people saw me for the first time. So I'm 26 in this video, and I kind of spliced a whole bunch of footage from over the years from different things, you know, of my life and shit. So
right.
That's what this is. Trust the process.
So
you know, you gotta trust the process. I've been at this for a long fucking time, and you gotta stay positive and trust the process. So
okay, so I'm gonna play the first verse and the chorus. All right, here we go.
Salute.
Trust the process. Domes Gauge, not just domes.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
How old are you? Tell him.
16, yo, turning 17.
16. Damn. Show him some love.
Dang, I didn't even have the shades on right there. Shit.
That's rare.
Yeah, super rare.
If I learn one thing, it's to trust the process. But there's still a few things that I haven't got yet. Yeah, I want a lot more. Used to have a lot less till I chose to work more and I chose to talk less. Yeah, I learned you had to be about your actions. Take control, I play a show and get the crowd reaction. Give this shit my all and you can't doubt the passion. I've been at this for so long and now it's bound to happen. Yeah, I've been at this since a child. Take a walk up in my shoes, you wouldn't last a single mile. I was waiting on my call and first I had to get it dialed. Anyone that hated on me, I just laughed at it and smiled. Then I brush it off like it's nothing, dog. Climbing over every obstacle I come across. Yeah, I brush it off, I just brush it off. Stroke of genius on the canvas when I touch the cloth. Yeah, I gotta trust the process, cause I know that the come up makes me. I'm all about the progress. I've been working till the sun up lately. I gotta trust the process, cause I know that the come up makes me. I'm all about the progress. I've been working till the sun up lately. Working till the sun is up. Working till the sun is up. And I'm just doing what I love. I'm just doing what I love. Hey, this is the come up. I got tunnel vision on this money mission. I'ma hustle till the sun.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, we see you, Domes. Trust the process one time. That's on his YouTube channel. What's the YouTube channel?
Domesgauge, youtube.com/Domesgauge. Domesgauge everywhere. DOMSGAUGE.
John Doe
So
says, guess I finally seen you without your shades on now. Been drinking again. He said, Domes, with your PayPal number, maybe he want to send you some money or something. I don't know.
I don't have a PayPal, but I do
Cash out.
I actually do have a PayPal now that I'm thinking about it,
Put
because
it
that's
put
what
it put it in the comments so he can see it.
well, it's easier to just do the Streamlabs like I do on my live chat.
I don't have it though. I don't have it set up on mine.
Cause I don't know, like if I want to say it's just like Dome's Gauge, but then again, I don't want you sending money to random people.
Right.
Look, it's streamlabs.com/domesgauge. That's where I do live streams. We're gonna get to my self promo here in a little bit.
Put it in the comments so he can see it, because you know what I'm saying? Type it in on the comments for him.
Oh, I wonder if it'll let me put the link. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Probably. Been drinking again.
I don't think it made it like clickable.
Well, still
Might
he could still copy it and paste it though, and it'll still work that way.
Hell yeah.
Somebody
But yeah,
said,
I do live streams. I do live streams where I mean, we'll get to it in a little bit, where I make beats and fuck around and freestyle off the words in the chat that people give me. And I take donations. So that's where you can donate. Streamlabs.com/domesgauge. Hit me with a donation. Appreciate you.
in the comment, hey, for real, make sure
that goes straight to my PayPal. So
the United Cake Dome says the kid domes ain't no kid no more. Yeah, it was 10 years ago, huh? Shit. Man.
Grown man domes is something they got to deal with.
Somebody said 16-year-old domes is when I started watching AHAT. That's dope.
That's what's up. And I know that's when the first time a lot of people saw me. So I thought that was important for me to put that in that video, just to kind of, show like, hey, y'all might have came from here, and like, yeah, exactly. Trust the process.
What's another song you want us to bust real quick?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's get some more, because that's kind of a little bit more like a bouncy like show song. I put out a new video recently.
Okay.
It's called Mickey Mantle Freestyle. That one did pretty well.
Mickey Mantle. Let me see.
There's Mickey Mantle Freestyle, and then there's Kiss Goodbye Freestyle, and both of those are pretty short. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah. You want me to hit both of them? I'll hit up the Mickey Mantle one first.
Yeah, we could talk about it. It's the first song I released this year. Just kind of on some bars. Just I have a lot of shit that's I fell back from the battleship because I wanted to make music, and making music doesn't just involve having the best 16 all the time. It involves a lot of other shit, being creative with melodies and things like that, and different tempos and bounces and flows. So not every song that I make is necessarily the craziest 16 every time and shit. But when I get on and do stuff like this, these little freestyle type videos, displaying the bars, so it's some rap shit.
All right, let's check it out. Here we go. Mickey Mantle Freestyle. Oh, okay. Ben drinking again. He just dropped a 20 OD. This yours. I got Domes next stream.
Hey, Ben drinking.
Yeah,
hey, Ben drink. You can Streamlabs right now.
Yeah, good looking out. Good looking out, Ben drinking again.
You can hit the Streamlabs right now.
Shout out to Ben drinking again.
Or come through to my YouTube. Make sure to hit me with a subscribe on my YouTube channel.
Put a link to your channel on the comments so they can see and they can just click it.
I don't want YouTube to think I'm spamming. Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that. Maybe I should do it. Wait, I don't think I could do it. Yeah, it'd be hard for me to do it on the computer. All right, so let's play this video real quick. Shout out to Ben drinking again.
Yeah, cool.
All right. There we go.
through, sheesh. It's a lot more than the vids you see. Everything that I did made the kid unique. Ay, do it for the ones that are gone, yeah, they live through me. Yeah, and I can't stop now cause I'm in too deep. I don't plan to quit, full steam ahead, won't abandon ship. Till my family lives so glamorous and my legacy never vanishes. Take control, I gotta channel it. Till I got the torch and the candle lit. I might kill a beat and dismantle it. Knock it out the park, Mickey Mantle hit. I'm the man, the myth, the legend. Nah, I'm the man with imperfections. The one that the fans forget to mention. That's why I'm demanding this attention. Tired of feeling so underrated. I know I belong amongst the greatest. Do this music cause I love to make it. I ain't really tripping if you love or hate it. And you ain't gotta listen if you don't like it. Trust and believe, man, I won't mind it. I can already see that you close-minded. I don't really need you to co-sign it. Better not think I'ma go silent. Not losing no sleep, I got both eyelids open. Cause I be on my own grinding like, I've been at it so long, I ain't start rapping just a week ago. I've been online since 16. You can go and watch, you can see the growth. Where I wanna be, I'm not even close. Honestly, I'm sick of being broke. So I'm doing this for all the people that hold me down when I need it most. Let's go. When I get it, I swear I'ma give it back. If you were there when the shit was bad, this a new era, no fitted cap. Breaking down barriers in my path, make them aware that they missing out. I thought I had it all figured out. I had to go take a different route. 2020 about to get it now.
Okay. Getting them bars out there, huh?
Yup, just something light.
Yeah,
just
okay.
I mean, people like just rapping, and it's easy to nowadays with all like the promotions and shit, it's easy to try and get people's attention, grabbing people's attention with just like some bars.
Right. And if you guys are watching out there, we got this super chat where you can throw some money up on the table, kind of like Ben Drinking Again did. But we just doing this. We just doing this for the love, give y'all some positive vibes while everybody's locked inside, and you know we cooped up too, so we trying to get active too on Domes. So now
100%.
Now this is where you talk about your stream. So tell them about your YouTube channel, what you used to do, you and K.O.N, and then what it is now.
All right. Well, I mean, I've been pretty active on the YouTube channel for a couple years. You know, just like trying to drop different types of content. For a while I was doing like vlogs and behind the scenes stuff at concerts, and just trying to make new content. And me and K.O.N a couple years ago had started a podcast, and it's called the Domes and K.O.N podcast, where we would just, you know, talk shit about you know, hip hop and stuff going on, and it was just like fun shooting the shit kind of. And that ended up kind of falling off, technical difficulties and whatnot. We're gonna bring it back one day, but I'm a huge fan of podcasts. I listen to a fucking ton of podcasts. So this last August, so it's fucking been a while already. It's crazy. So yeah, this past August last year, I was like, you know what? I want to do a new podcast. I'm gonna do a solo podcast where it's a little bit more introspective. It's a little bit more about my life, what's going on. Like me and him were kind of talking about like rap gossip and rap beefs and fucking Drake versus this person or whatever, when my podcast is a little bit more centered around my life, my weeks, you know, creative process, staying positive, and just kind of that. So, you know, I do a podcast every week called Off the Dome with Domes Gage, that, you know, it's the thoughts off the dome. It's just no real script or nothing, just kind of talk about what's going on in my life. And
hey, wait,
so I do that
hold on real quick. Ben Drinking Again threw another $10 up there. He said buy a brew.
Yeah.
Hey, don't neither one of us drink, do we? Do you drink, Jones? I don't drink.
Hardly. I haven't drank since February, so hardly.
Hey, but shout out to Ben Drinking Again. But let me share y'all a quick story with you too, Domes. I don't mean to interrupt you, just real quick.
No, you're straight.
I don't drink though because my dad, he was an alcoholic and he died at an early age. And so, you know, my parents was divorced and he didn't raise me. He really didn't teach me nothing. So the only thing I look at it is like he taught me that alcohol is a killer by sacrificing his own life. And so I just I just don't fuck with alcohol at all. Like not
Yeah.
even on when I at weddings I don't drink. I don't
Mm.
toast at New Year's. I wouldn't toast at nobody's wedding. I'd throw up some cranberry juice or whatever. But you know, shout out to everybody that does drink. He says or water. Yeah, I'll buy some water or some Gatorade or whatever. All right, so
Yeah.
finish talking about the channel. But shout out to Ben Drinking again, man. Much love. We appreciate you being up in here and everybody else.
Yeah,
Shout out to
definitely,
John
definitely.
Doe. And, you know, always showing us support throughout the years and still showing us support, man. That's what we out here
Yeah.
for, to try to give good vibes. So go ahead, Domes,
100%,
continue.
100%. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us. Um, but yeah, with the YouTube channel, it's of course like where I'm putting out my music. It's my music videos. It's where my songs. It's where all my stuff like that is going. But this music takes time to finish and release. I'm not releasing music every week. Like maybe I should stack some shit up and get a little bit more active. But yeah, it takes time. So it's like I can't be in their faces every week with a new song. So let me do something to be in their face every week. So I started the podcast just kind of thinking that, like, all right, this is keeping my name in their subscription boxes, keeping my name. They're seeing me every week. I'm maybe not rapping on it, but the real fans are keeping up with it, So
Right.
yeah, I started a podcast and I've been having a lot of fun with that. Just kind of, like I said, talking shit about my life and different stories, and people ask me questions. And so yeah, you can catch a new episode of my podcast every Monday. The videos on YouTube. But recently, and I've had the idea for kind of a little bit now, but now that we're all fucking shut down and locked in quarantine, there's no better time right now. There's no excuses to not be productive. You know what I mean? And so I've always wanted to get the live stream cracking. I see a lot of producers that are making beats on the live stream. I see certain rappers that are doing the freestyle thing on the live stream. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just kind of combine them both and even combine the podcast. So now I've done 3 of them so far, and it's like the most fun I've had in the last, like, I don't even know how long. I'm having so much fun with the live streams. And
Yeah, hey, for real. Hold on real quick before you go on. Ben Drinking again, he put another $5 on the table. He said, free Eric Brandt. I don't know who that is, but he's asking for your PayPal, Dome. So put your PayPal up on there.
hold on, I want to make sure.
Just type it in, man. Or tell it to me. Let me see.
Is it like a Gmail account? How do you do PayPal?
Yeah, it goes, it's either by your email or a phone number. It's one of the two. I don't think you want to put your phone number out there.
Nah, it's domesgage at Gmail. Domesgage at gmail.com. DOMS.
I'm going to put it on the link for you. Domes Gage.
The Streamlabs goes straight to PayPal, but if it's being weird, maybe
Gmail.
because I'm not streaming, I don't know.
He said he was downloading something, so he don't know what you're talking about. Domesgage at gmail.com.
Maybe you have to.
I just put the link. Make sure my email that I just put in there for you is right. Do you see it at the bottom?
Yep, that's straight. That's my PayPal. Domesgage at Gmail.
All right, so you were talking about the live stuff or whatever, because I used to do the lives maybe like 4 years ago or 3 years ago. I started doing it.
Yeah.
And my computer and internet wasn't the best at the time.
I hear you.
So I fell off. It was getting choppy and stuff. You already know.
I'm having little bits of problems, but I'm still having fun with it.
Yeah, and then now, since we got locked down, I got inspired kind of like you. So I started hitting it, and I like it, man. It's something
I saw that. I was like, hell yeah, OD's making the content. Like he's he's in the same boat that I am. Just we're all trying to do something to pass the time, and be productive while all this crazy shit is going on. So no, I seen it. I was like, totally. And then you hit me up to do it, and I'm like, no doubt, we gotta make that happen. And but yeah, so I started doing the live streams a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I've done 3 of them so far, and I plan to do them 3 times a week. So I try and do them kind of often. But So the first one I went live and I was like, well, I'm going to make a beat for sure. Like I said, I've seen like these producers on YouTube that are doing the stream. So I was like, I'm going to make a beat and just talk to the people. So kind of live podcast style where I'm taking questions just like this and making a beat and hanging out with people. Just like we're not getting to hang out with anybody. Fuck it. Come through to the live stream, hang out with me. And at the end, they were kind of like, oh, drop a freestyle, drop a freestyle. And I'm like, all right, fine. If you give me words in the chat, I'll maybe do a freestyle. But like, that's not my shit. Contrary to popular belief, everybody thinks these rap battles are all freestyle when that's just not the case. I've maybe freestyled 2% of anything I've ever said on the AHAT channel. So freestyling like off the head is like not my specialty. So I'm like, fuck it, give me words in the chat and we'll have fun like that. Because I've seen people do stuff like that.
Right.
And I end up rapping for like 15 minutes, just like 10 to 15 minutes, just fucking around. Like some of it's bad, but that's what's fun about freestyling. It's not my best rap ability is just me having fun with it and having fun with the people. So I rap for like 15 minutes, just like, you know, time passes, whatever. That's my first stream. Make a beat, rap, whatever.
Right.
Second stream I get on.
Hey,
I'm like,
hold on one more time. So been drinking again.
Oh my fucking God.
He said that email don't work. Did I spell it right?
Try thekiddomes@gmail.com. I want it has to, no, that's bullshit. It has to be Domes Gauge because that's what my
sure?
Yeah, no, it's Domes Gauge at Gmail. I mean, all right, try thekiddomes@gmail and see if it works.
All right, I'm gonna type it in.
Dome,
you said the Kid Domes?
Yeah, THEKIDDOMS.
Kid Domes. I'm gonna put it in for him and see. And other people are shouting them out for, you know, dropping them dollars on the table for us. Let me see. Okay, let me hit the comment up right here. Zach Tracy, he says, creating music, doing it right, takes a lot of spiritual energy. I know you could agree with that.
100%, 100% energy that you don't have when you're trying to write angry things about another man.
Right. All right, finish about the channel, the stream.
Yeah, so with the live stream, I get on the second one and I'm just kind of like, oh, I don't think I'm really gonna freestyle this time. You know, I'm just gonna make a beat and hang out with you guys. Like, I don't want to put it on myself to where I have to freestyle all the time. And then the end of the stream comes and they're like, no, do the freestyle, just a little one. Then I start sharing it. I fucking posting it on Facebook and all that. Like, all right, I'm gonna freestyle and then rap for an hour. Freestyle off people's words in the comments or words in the chat, live chat for an hour, just going off of different words that they're giving me. And I look up and I'm like, how long have I been rapping? And someone comments like, I'm pretty sure an hour.
Damn.
So I'm like, God damn. Like, I clearly got a little carried away with this. But I'm clearly having fucking fun with it. So I did the third stream, rapped for another solid hour. So yeah, come and subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/domesgauge. You'll see, you could catch my live streams where I make beats from scratch and I freestyle on them.
And you're gonna have to give us a sample of the freestyle in a minute. Not right now though. You gotta so they know what to look for. So you gotta give them a little taste. It don't have to be the hour. We're not asking for the hour. If we get 2 minutes, that'll suffice. Damn. All right, but look, let's go.
We'll see.
Let's go to what's another song that you want us to check out real quick? Like something that's kind of recent maybe, or shit, it could be old, it don't matter.
Well, the Kiss Goodbye freestyle is like my most recent. It's another just like verse though. It's just some more rap stuff. I mean, it's hard. You could you could play that one, or Back on the Road is like more of a song, like there's a hook and all that. But
well, let's check out the song because that's what we really trying to.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's do Back on the Road.
Back on the Road.
Yeah.
On the Road. You want to introduce this song? Kind of tell us.
Back on the Road is another one that I released with Trust the Process. I did like 4 songs in a month. It was kind of like a every week sort of thing, and this is one of them, produced by Lucid Sounds. Shout out to Lucid Sounds. This is a kid who produces beats on YouTube and hit me up like showing me love, and then saying he found out about me and used to watch the AHAT videos back in the day. And then so I go and click on this old AHAT video, like just kind of watching old shit at some point. And he's like top comment, like commenting on one of my videos and shit. What? And now he's like a YouTube subscribe or YouTube producer with a ton of subscribers and just absolutely killing the beat making game. But
that's
yeah,
hard. That's hard.
So he showed me love and I reached out and we've collabed on a couple songs. And so this is produced by him. This is shot before all this madness when the city was still open. There's a lot of strip and downtown stuff and there's people outside. So but all
right. Let me hit up the comments real quick. Maybe this is a bar or maybe he's talking about something else, but Young Noe says he got you doing favors for the Don like the Godfather. That ring a bell? Or he just talking about?
Wait, what did he say?
He said,
favors for the Don like the Godfather. That's yeah, I said that versus Saya Boy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So appreciate
all right,
you.
Slime Balls. He says, one love from Skane, Sweden. Shout out to Sweden up in this piece. John Doe.
Ben, it's still not working, bro.
What'd he say? You can set up PayPal link if you log into the site. And then
my PayPal is set up because that's how I'm doing the stream. Like I have the donations.
You gotta type in the comments your Streamlab address, email address, or whatever.
I did, but he said it didn't like.
You didn't type it in. No, I don't see it on here.
I did type in Streamlabs. It was earlier.
Oh, okay. My phone died. I can't
it was earlier.
About it no more. All right.
Hey, did you subscribe? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm going live. I'm going live tomorrow. I'm going live on my channel tomorrow. So if you see it,
got $50 on your next stream.
I was gonna say, but you can't do super chat on my thing.
You can't?
Nah, you can't do super chat on my thing. So we got to figure out this PayPal or Streamlabs, my dude.
Do you want him to send the 50 to me and then I could send it to you? He could drop a 50 right now and I could send it to you.
You'll PayPal it to me?
Yeah. I got the real PayPal. You know, I don't know what kind of PayPal y'all doing, but my shit's the real.
Cash App.
So if you wanna send a what's his name? That's Ben
Drinking.
Yeah, Ben Drinking. If you want to send 50 to Domes right now, I'll give it to him. I could get it to him for sure. If I got to drive over there to him, I could get it to him. But just put on the thing that this is for Domes or something like that in the, you know how you do it. I don't even know how you do that.
Tried to and it didn't go through. John Doe.
Google will filter out any links out. I tried to and it didn't go through. Oh, okay. See, yours didn't go through, so I got to put the link in. They won't delete it since, you know, it's my
Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/domesgauge. And it shouldn't. Here,
my phone died. I can't even do it no more.
You can't put it in the chat?
Man, let me see. Because I was doing all that from my phone, and now my phone died with this old long-ass stream. You got me on Domes. You got me doing a off the dome with Dome stream right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to my world, OD.
Yeah, this is my dog.
This is my dog, Buck. He's my co-host on the podcast.
This is my longest stream I've done so far. All right, look, he said he got us. I'm about to play that song real quick. Check it out.
All right, yeah.
This is Back on the Road, Domes Gauge.
Yeah, it's from last year or so.
Let me see. 3, 4. Who directed this video or who filmed it?
My homie shot the stuff that I'm not, or anything. I filmed the stuff in the car by myself.
I got him feeling the vibe, yeah. Back on the road.
Stuck it on the dash and filmed the stuff in the car.
Drive, yeah. All that I know. I just been living my life, yeah. All that I know. It's all that I know. I'm on a roll. I got them feeling the vibe, yeah, back on the road. I'm the one who got the drive, yeah, all that I know. I just been living my life, yeah, all that I know. It's all that I know. Ay, I just been doing me. Really, that's all I know how to do. Look at the man that I grew to be. And all of the shit that I'm about to do, I just been out here building, making mountains move on the rise, getting higher in altitude. Gave them all soul, now they asking for album 2. So when I drop a gem, it'll be valuable, Cause I want royalty.
Been drinking, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Did he do it? I can't even see it right now.
To my dude, been drinking.
That ain't going down, yeah, there's no destroying me. Cause I'm too
Hey, there we
I'm
go.
too focused.
This is for
Chasing
Battle
these
Kids.
goals, yeah,
Much
make 'em take
love.
notice.
Shout out,
Appreciate you, dog.
shout out to Ben Drinking,
yeah,
man.
yeah, I've been too focused.
That's the guy right
Chasing
there.
these goals, yeah, make 'em take notice.
Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
I'm on a roll.
Leave a comment
I got
and let us know what you think of his
back on the
song.
road. I'm the one who got the drive, yeah, all that I know.
Yeah, and in that screen
I
right
just been
there,
living
that's
my
the
life,
song.
yeah, all that I know. It's all that I know. I'm on a roll. I got 'em feeling the vibe, yeah, back on the road. I'm the one who got the drive, yeah, all that I know. I just been living my life, yeah, all that I know. It's all that I know. You know that I'm back on the road, yeah. This is just a path that I chose, yeah. I just hit the gas and I go, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh. You know that I'm back on the road, yeah. This is just a path that I chose, yeah. I just hit the gas and I go, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Delayed.
Oh.
I can hear
Yeah, I dig that. Yeah, that's way different
Hell
than
yeah.
the strip right now or the downtown.
it. Right?
Yeah. Man.
It is actual cars down there and shit.
Right. So,
But yeah, that's another one.
give
There's
'em Cash App, OD. Oh yeah, I'm on Cash App. Damn, my phone died. I can't even see what my Cash App is.
damn.
That's what you need to get on, Domes, because PayPal, they take like a bigger percentage, but Cash App and Venmo, they...
I was about to say I got
Yeah.
Venmo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Tell them what
I got
your
Venmo. I don't got
is.
Cash App.
So all right, look, some of the comments.
He just
John,
dropped the 50. Oh, we gotta we're gonna have to talk about this later.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send that right when the stream's
All right,
over.
for
I'm gonna
sure.
send you that.
So,
You said it's
he's not gonna send it to me, Ben. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, you have to tell him. He ain't sent it to me. All right, look. John Doe says songs hard. Samson says
Hey.
it slaps. Samson says
Appreciate
it's
you
go
guys.
hard.
Appreciate
Big
you
Drinking, he
guys.
said give him Cash App OD. Ben Hanst. Songs Fire would be a dream to collab someday. Holler at him. Go to
Oh,
his
Enhanced.
YouTube.
That's my guy. Yeah, he's
okay.
he shows me a lot of love. Shout out to you, bro. We'll make that happen one day for sure.
So I guess Ben Drinking again, he's asking you this or us. He said, I got your YouTube, bro. You hear of Tribe, Local Boys? So I guess a local group named Tribe.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We used to do shows together back at when LVCS was open. That was like a venue that a lot of Vegas dudes used to perform in a lot, and that was kind of like home base for people like me and Donnie and K.O.N. and shit. And the Tribe used to perform a lot of the same shows. Shout out to them.
Okay.
You got me on YouTube. You subscribe to my channel. That's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of content on there. Hours of me talking, as you can see, just based off this live stream with me.
You have no problem chopping it up for multi hours at a time. Man.
So, yeah. Hours of podcasts,
Yeah.
plenty of music videos and songs, and fucking around and having fun. So
Yeah, that's dope. That's what it's about, man. Having fun, spreading positive vibes, and
yeah. And just wanted to let people know, because sometimes people will pop up on the videos or comment and be like, "Damn, I haven't seen you since the battle rap days." And I'm like, well, if you just searched a little bit, maybe I'd pop up. And I'm like, But yeah, so a lot of people don't know what I've been up to. So I just want to let everybody know I've been plenty busy. I if you haven't heard it, my debut album that I released in 2015, Old Soul and a Young Body, that's on all digital platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, anywhere you want to listen to it. New Year's Eve, just this past one, I released a new EP, 8-song EP, written and produced by me, made all the beats, did all the everything. It's called A Shot in the Dark. That's also on all digital platforms. And of course, there's more singles on there as well. And so I've been busy. I've been making a lot of music. I've been putting stuff out and then busy with the content on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff for you guys to catch up on. So I appreciate if anybody is seeing me here for the first time in a long time and being like, oh shit, I need to check up on what Domes is doing. So come over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/DomesGauge. Come see what I'm up to.
All right, back to the comments. Chris Wolford, he says, listen to Res Coast Grizzwater. Res, they from the Res. I'm half native. So shout out to all my natives out there. Tribe is a person. He's saying Tribe was my neighbor. That's a dude, or I thought it was a group. Sounded like a group.
If it's a person, then I don't know who he's talking about. There was a group called the Tribe that used to perform at the shows with us.
Oh, Tribe.
If it's somebody else, if it's one person, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Is there any other songs you want us to check out before we get up out of here?
We could do the Kiss Goodbye freestyle. That's like the newest one I put out. It's short. It's just like a little short verse. Kind of another straight to the point, just trying to drop some bars for you guys. Some kind of introspective stuff. Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm about to play.
That's how I'm gonna start it though, but that's just how we're gonna rock it right quick. Hey, yeah. I've seen dark days, I've seen gruesome things. I've seen people turn to angels and they grew some wings. On this lonely road that I'm maneuvering, I'm just trying to be a decent human being. There's no excuse for me to do what I do. We got one life to live. When it's through, then it's through. Feel like the last 10 years I've been cooped in this room. Sick of the same thing, I wanna feel new and improved, yeah. Cause I know I could be a better person. I could still be me, but just a better version. But I let it worsen. Think about it so much, I feel like my head is hurting. I feel like the devil's lurking. I feel like with death I'm flirting. And she wanna blow me a kiss goodbye, but I don't know what you think this looks like. Hey, she left a message, I ain't falling for that. She got the number of the beast and I ain't calling her back, nah.
Yeah, that's hard. That seemed like that should have been longer, my G.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, honestly, when I made it, like, the way I've been really like approaching music these days has been less writing and more recording. So I'm like, I'm recording vocals as I go instead of like writing and sitting on them for months before I record verses and shit. So that's one where I just kind of went in completely blank, started freestyling in my head until I came up with a way to start it, and just like laid down one bar and punched it until it was done. And I've been doing that a lot, but like, so that's one where I get to the end of the verse and I'm like, do I keep going? Do I do a hook? Do I make it a whole song? And I kind of thought about it with that one to make it like a whole song, but the one we played earlier, the Mickey Mantle freestyle, did like really well as far as like, just it got a lot of traction. Video, yeah, a short little rap video did really well. Got a lot of traction on like Facebook and things like that. So I was just like, fuck it, let's just drop it as this one verse. You know, me and my homie were just like, we were out just like taking pictures kind of, and I was like, oh, I got this verse, and we're just like chilling and like, fuck it, let's shoot this little video for it. And it ended up like looking pretty cool. And we actually shot that Kiss Goodbye freestyle video and the Mickey Mantle freestyle video. We shot those like days apart, and I made the songs days apart. So like I made Mickey Mantle one day and Kiss Goodbye the next day. And then we shot the videos like same order. Mickey Mantle one day, Kiss Goodbye one day. So. just trying to be productive, you know.
Right, yeah, that's what you got to do. All right, let's hit up the comments real quick. Chris Warford
Yeah.
said, Kickable native here. Okay, that's what's up. I'm from the Wallapai tribe. Like the street out here, Domes. That's what tribe
Oh,
I
word,
am. Yeah.
word.
All right, been drinking. He says they are the group, so it's not a person. It's a group.
Oh yeah, word.
So it's probably the people you're talking about then.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. No, they're hella dope.
Young Noe says, bruh, this is dope as AF. I rock with this
Oh, the
one for
song.
sure. Yeah.
I appreciate that. That really means a lot.
Yeah, that was hard.
That's
I was feeling that one too.
and so that's like that's so like I said with the first album is my biggest like thing was okay, I'm gonna make something that's super personal to me, and that's the only music I'm making. However, after I did that, I definitely was like, all right, I can't only make that. Like I need to have some fun. I need to make some bangers and some shit for the shows. Like I need to, you know, expand my horizon. So not everything is gonna be like that, but I still like to tap into it from time to time. And I think that one specifically is a little bit more deeper thoughts, kind of a verse. And yeah, so I think there's certain things that I talk about in there that are very it's not just some rap shit. It's very true to me about like you know, being cooped in a room for the last 10 years, need to feel new and improved. Like it's the same studio I was in coming up with battle bars all those years ago, you know. So there's a lot of real life shit that I put into my music that's not just like, you know, rap shit. And if anybody hasn't heard the first album, like go listen to it. There's a lot of really, really personal shit, like stuff that like I don't have conversations with, you know what I mean? Like fucking with people about. And I remember even
wait, hold on real quick. So
Mhm.
been drinking again. He threw another 10 on it. He said split after the fine. So he means the fees because it's for the super chat on YouTube, they take like 30%. So it was like,
Oh yeah, see that's some
yeah.
bullshit.
So I got like a $10 one the other time and it came out to be $7. I was like, damn, what the hell?
That's
But
some
yeah,
bullshit.
so that's what that is. So I'm just gonna give you the 50 and whatever the little bit
That's
is.
love.
Yeah, I'm not tripping.
That's
yeah.
love.
Yeah.
Fucking
So shout out to Ben drinking again. He been looking out for us all.
hell yeah, I've been drinking. You're the fucking man, dude. For real.
Yeah, you need to. Hey, in this freestyle, I want you to throw his name in the freestyle. We about to get a freestyle going real quick, just like a 2-minute one with some
Man.
words. Can y'all throw some words out there or something?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, come on.
I usually
Domes,
do
you
this
got
on a
this.
beat.
Yeah. Well, if you play it on your end, you could play a beat on your end and it'll work. If
Well,
you
no,
could,
because I'm in the headphones.
you could unplug your headphones and it'll probably work. I think.
Or yeah,
Or
nah.
you rather just do it without the okay. Tribe hit bars too. Dang, he sent another $10.
Yeah, he's
Been
trying to make that.
drinking.
He's trying to make up for the difference. He's trying to get us to 50
Yeah,
after
hey,
that.
that's love. Been
Yeah.
drinking. That's the homie for sure. So you gotta Tribe hit bars too. Check them. We gonna check them out for real. It says smooth streaming as much. Is the stream looking good still? Cause my
We all
thing.
right?
What does it say? Hold on, let me see. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Does it look good on yours? I can't even see what's showing up on YouTube right now.
YouTube's trying to come to the rescue to bail me out of this freestyle.
All right, so you got to throw Ben drinking in there again. You got to throw the Tribe in there because that's
It's so
his
much harder to
peoples.
do with. It's so much harder to do without a beat. But
That seems like it'd be easier because you could go at your own pace, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
put words in the chat then, guys, and I'll spit some pretty awful for. And that, like, keep it in mind.
Okay, the stream is good. All right, go ahead.
Keep in mind, I'm not a great. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, we got to. Go ahead.
I had to tell my people that on my stream. I'm like, hey guys, if I'm gonna freestyle, you better not be expecting some fucking incredible shit here. You know, I say a lot of stupid shit. And I'm just,
go ahead and throw the disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
You good.
Bro, I tried to post a PayPal. I don't know what happened. He said we should have posted the
No, we good though. You hooked us up, been drinking again, so he gonna get the full 50. Man, you blessed us, so it's all love. Golden long hair, somebody said, freestyle. So you got been drinking again, tribe, golden long hair. You could just look on there, throw some more words in there. I want to see either AHAT or OD in there. Can I get a drop in there somewhere?
Throw some words in the chat.
Throw some words, y'all, so he can put it in.
Man, how can I play a beat?
Hey, they said Nove in there. You just got to unplug your headphones and then play it off your computer.
But nah, because my headphones are in the interface. So I'd have to unplug the mic to be able to, or yeah, it wouldn't.
Where your headphones are in the interface. Oh, okay. Royalty. Rico Suave. Oh, they try to make it hard for you.
Oh shit.
So you need to start going before they put too many words on there and just scroll, and get some of them words in there. Skimbo. That's a hard one. Hey, hey, speaking of the word Skimbo, when Fresh Ave battled Skimbo, and I think
one of the first AHAT battles I ever saw.
Yeah, and Fresh Ave just started rhyming a whole lot of things with Skimbo, if I'm not mistaken, and it was hard. That's one of my favorite battles, when Fresh Ave battled Skimbo. Yeah, that was hard.
Damn, they really want me to rap. What the hell?
Yeah, they said OD. Yeah, you gotta throw OD in there. Come on, man. Josh and Kate, or Josh and Hate. Come on, man. Before it's getting longer, I would take care of you, Dome's been drinking again. He said he got you. Come on.
All right. Try and go up here.
So wait, before you start, there ain't no way you could throw a beat on?
Unless I play it like off my phone.
Play something on your phone. Let me tell you.
Hold it right here.
Play it off your phone. Let me tell you if it sounds good enough or not.
Shit, I don't know if I have instrumentals on my shit. Let's look. I guess I could go to like YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube and search it.
I didn't know
No V.
Copyrights and shit.
From the Dove Shack. Oh, somebody said Raekwon Alexander said C9 from the Dove Shack. Rambunctious. That's one of them old rap words.
Yeah.
Rambunctious.
Bring peace.
Okay.
We just Googling or YouTubing, freestyle beats.
Hieroglyphics. Oh man, I used to rock with the hieroglyphics heavy. Do you know about them, Domes?
Hieroglyphics? I opened for Dell.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I opened for Dell in LA.
Yeah, Dell is hard too, yeah.
Skip this fucking ad.
Slave to the rhythm.
Oh, what just happened?
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's gonna sound hella shitty all out my phone. Hell yeah, beat tags. Yo, this shit is... Hold up. Fuck that.
Rap 2009 freestyle. He said he's going to
Been drinking, still go? Still going? Been drinking, still going?
Yeah, the homie said he got you next episode.
I really got to hold my phone and do this?
All right, here he goes. He's about to go.
Let's see how this works. Yeah.
Man, King Lo was scared to play me in basketball. Off camera, King Lo said he didn't want no smoke off camera. But on camera, he was saying he wanted to play me, man. He wild for that.
Can you hear this shit at all?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Put the words in the chat. And I'ma serve you a rap. If I can do this, yo. Yep. Hey, I'm spinning around like a ceiling fan. Hey, I need the bands on some Steely Dan. Yeah, shout out to Ben drinking. I'm taking shots after shot like I'm binge drinking. Yeah, let the shit sink in. Hey, and I make your ship sink in the wave. you know that I rhyme good. He's talking about the stream. He says you guys good. And you know that I'm straight foul. Should have put the money straight up into my PayPal. Step to me and it's not fair. Yeah, I'm just a kid with the fucking golden long hair. You know my flow is rare. He said, say your rap, throw Nove in there. But hey, so I say it, and you know the flow is sicker. Shouts to AHAT legends. Yeah, I'm talking Nove and Trigaaah, talking about Fats, and I'm talking about grinding. I'm talking about Donnie and all the dope rhymers that used to do it, and we still spit it ruthless and bring it to it live in the chat. That's exclusive. But hey, you know that I destroy the beat. I just want the king, want the crown, want the royalty. Hey, and you know that I drop great and I do it smooth like I was Rico Suave. Hey, yeah, I do this. I got pride. Shout out to the people that he's kicking with the tribe. Hey, got the sick flows. Used to go by the kid domes way back when no Battle Skimbo up at that UNLV. I just have to do it and I spit the well stream. Do it healthy. Yeah, do it big, obese. And shout out to my homie on the stream, OD. Yeah, the big homie. You know that I spit dopely. Do this shit like a flame emoji. Cause you know I dropped the fire and I'm just a kid and you know I rock the cipher. But hey, like MC Hammer, you can't touch this. I'm wild on the track, get a little rambunctious. But hey, yeah, you know that I do it. Smoke the blunt rap. Shout out to C Night from the Dub Shack. Hey, yeah, yo, I'm illa. Get up on the track. Yeah, I'm a straight killer. You know I rhyme better. Shout out to my dude in Connecticut. That's white cheddar. Yeah, me and Donnie's boy. That's how I get it. Leave the track, leave the song destroyed. It's like, hey, leave them posted in the field like a scarecrow. I'm just trying to stack my dinero, like Robert De Niro or Al Pacino. Yeah, I got the heat flow, but hey. You know that I rap is strong. I'm on my own. I'm a vagabond. But I just have to go and spit a fucking classic song and then run it like a marathon. Hey, and I know that my hair is long and I got some luggage like the baggage I'ma carry on. On the flight, give me more words. Hey, so this beat can get tortured. Hey, I serve it up like an hors d'oeuvre. Hey, and I'ma keep moving forwards. Hey, you know my flow is nice. He keep asking me to say the same. Throw the tribe, but hey, shout out the tribe. You know that I'm raw, yes, and I'm with my tribe. Something like Tribe Called Quest. Hey, and you know that I'm rocking. Keep a Batman like Gotham. And like Batman, see I be robbing. Want the cream like it was Baskin Robbins, but hey. All right, I think the beat's over.
Yeah, nah, that was hard, man. Let me clap it up for my boy one time. Hey, nah, that's dope, though. That's dope. You actually, I
appreciate you.
You actually did better than I thought you were gonna do.
See, it's the beat, you know, it'll keep me flowing. And shit, I guess I've practiced now 3 times on my stream, so I'm getting my chops up. You know, got to get the freestyles a little better.
And this is dope because it's like a cool atmosphere for you to practice in and develop your skills, because the expectations after you throw your disclaimer out there, you know, hopefully that brings the expectations to something made reachable.
And I do something every year, or I have been doing it, called Write My Verse, where it's something kind of similar. Well, I'll make a video and have them give me words, and I'll write the verse off of words they give me. But now that I started doing the live stream, and they're doing this shit and they're giving me words, somebody even commented like, "Oh, this is better than Write My Verse. Like you're just throwing it back to us on the spot, you know?" Like, and it brings that like fan interaction to just, I'm having fun doing it as much as you guys are having fun like throwing me the words. And so yeah, if anybody just tuned into that, I do a live stream where I make beats and freestyle on it, and I have fun freestyling using the words in the live chat that you guys give me. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, Domes Gauge, youtube.com/Domes Gauge.
Yeah,
peep the live stream. I'd be doing much more of that.
Tell them the days that you do the stream on or whatever.
I do the stream every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I do them 3 times a week. I don't know that every one of them is going to be the same. I plan to do other shit like in-studio performances where I'm performing songs on the live stream instead of just freestyling. Like, I have a lot of different ideas. But yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. My podcast comes out every Monday. And on top of that, I'll have a bunch of music and stuff that will be coming in the future.
He's working.
Staying busy.
He's
staying busy
working.
through all this quarantine. You know what I mean?
Hey, for real, that's the best thing to do, man. Have an outlet for your creativeness, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you taking some time to holler at your folks. You
I
know,
appreciate you reaching out and even having me on. OD, it's a blessing. It's been super fun catching up, and I know
yeah,
you didn't expect this to go this long, or probably didn't
yeah.
want it to go this long.
No,
But we
man.
were popping shit. We were talking about stuff that I wasn't even sure if we were gonna touch on, and like,
Right, yeah. It was all love, man.
this one,
I was thinking for sure it was gonna stay under an hour, and we pushing up on 3 hours, pulling up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening?
my last stream was 4 hours. I made the beat for
Oh
2,
man.
bullshitted for 1, and then rapped for an hour. It was 4 hours of a stream. So
Hey, that's crazy. Let me hit up the chat real quick.
yeah,
John Doe, he said that was hard. He's talking about your freestyle.
I
Raquan
appreciate it, man.
Alexander said waiting on OD to do a IG live. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit one of those and a Facebook
Yeah.
one too. I'm gonna do that. Young Noe said, I'm deaf checking in out your channel, bruh. So you got somebody right there. Big shout out to Ben Drinking again, showing
For real,
super,
salute.
super love. And I'm gonna send you that bread right when we get off of this, Domes.
I
And
appreciate you, O.
for sure. Austin Blazik says, off the dome with Domes Gage, best podcast I heard in a minute. That's
I
love.
appreciate you for listening to the podcast, Austin. That means a lot.
John Doe says, Domes, type something out in chat so we can click on your name and go to your channel.
I got you.
So they can
Or
go
you
to
can
your
put my
YouTube
channel. You can.
I could show it to him. My phone dead. Let me see.
I just typed yo
So
John
this is,
Doe.
if you look on here, this is his channel right here. Let me see. So that's it right there. Y'all see it? Domes Gauge. Right there. Right there. Domes Gauge.
Yeah, I wrote in the chat too.
Oh, okay. So it allowed you to put the comment link, or it's not a link, but just the word.
I didn't put the link. I just commented so they can click on my channel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, look, see, that's the right my verse I was talking about, where it's like, I've done like 4 of them. So
Where is it at?
but that's what that was the one you were just on. Oh, you know what?
It's delayed.
My shit's a little bit delayed. It was a little bit
so,
bad. Never mind.
I'm like, what the hell are you talking?
Never mind. I'm looking at the one that's delayed right now. Yeah, you're right.
It's all good. All right, man. So yeah, it's been good. We're gonna have to circle back with you later on, and you're gonna have to get me on
Definitely.
yours. I got some stories that
Yay.
you know K.O.N needs to be there because K.O.N know a lot of stuff, and he could jog my memory.
So I've like I said, the Off the Dome with Domes Gauge podcast is the solo podcast. I haven't done guests. I've had K.O.N on one time, and very much like this time I was like, K.O.N, we got to do an hour and a half. That's it. And we talked for like 2.5 hours. I had to edit shit out. Like, but yeah, no, I want to learn how to do guests. Shit, maybe doing it over the internet is the way to do it right now. But
that's what you're gonna have to do.
But yeah, for sure. We'll make that happen, and K.O.N will definitely be my co-host, even if it's my podcast and not the Domes and K.O.N podcast.
Right.
Like, he'll be my co-host for that.
Yeah, because he'll be able to ask some questions that'll trigger memories, and
even he's probably watching where we're talking about like at the start about my first battle and all. He's probably watching this shit in his head, like, no, it went like this, it went like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you need to have him on here, man. I would love to see what he has to say about it. And
yeah, I do need to, man. I'm gonna have to bring a lot of cats back, man, and
yeah,
touch bases and see what's cracking. Let me hit. Somebody said, "Damn, where to go, man?" Thanks. It already passed. I can't even see it. Oh, okay. Austin Blasick said, it's amazing seeing y'all talk again, man. I found Domes through battle rap scene, and seeing how far y'all have come and evolved is dope, man. Much respect, Austin. Much appreciated. Thanks
For
for
real,
the
that really means a
stream
lot.
and the raw freestyle. Be safe out there, y'all. Stay blessed. I'm out 100. Much
So
respect, John
really,
Doe. Yeah, shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out
yeah.
to our boy for holding it down
Been
and
drinking. You're the
yeah.
MVP.
Hey, for real, man. Been drinking again. He hooked it up like about 5, 6, 7 times. Oh, damn. The homie held
Oh
it
yeah.
down. I'm out, man. Yeah, much respect, young Noe. We gone too, man. So
Salute,
so
bro.
I'm gonna check
Salute.
out. I'm gonna check out your stuff. Ben Drinker said another. He threw another $2 on the table. He just
Yeah,
threw us
that's
a
what I'm
tip.
talking about.
Yeah, he had it. Shout out to the tribe, man. Much respect, man. And
But yeah, OD, I really hope people I don't mean to cut you off. I know we're ending this. I just want to say I
yeah,
really hope people enjoy this little bit of dose of nostalgia. You know what I mean? Just I'm sure hearing
right.
me and you talk about untold battle rap stories is fucking gold for some of these people. So I really hope people enjoyed it.
Exactly.
I know I
Yeah.
enjoyed myself, and once again, I really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, it was fun for me too, man. I learned some things because we don't always get a chance to talk about this stuff. We out there like living it, and we ain't never
Exactly.
really had the chance to circle around and really touch on it and look at it
Yeah.
from each other's perspective. So it's good, and yeah, man, it's a blessing,
And we
man.
could keep going for hours. We'll maybe need a part 2 and talk about some other you
Yeah,
know.
I know for real, because there's stuff that we didn't even touch on yet. So we gonna have to get it cracking
Great.
one day.
Good
But
job. Good job on keeping me somewhat on track at any point in this. So
right, for sure, man, for sure. Well, I'm gonna get up at you when you get stuff ready for the radio. You know you got the plug, so just utilize it, man. I'm still up
Hey, I
in there.
appreciate
You
you.
know what I'm saying? So holla at
Definitely,
your
we're gonna make
folks
that
one
happen
time. So stay up, and
all day.
everybody out there tuning in, stay blessed. Keep that. I don't like to say social distancing. I like to refer to it as physical distancing because you still should be
Word.
social. You know what I'm saying? But y'all take
Word.
care of yourselves. Hold them masks down or whatever you got to do,
Yeah,
man.
be
Just
safe, stay clean, wash your
stay
hands.
healthy for real, man. This thing ain't no joke, man. I
Yeah,
want
for
y'all to
real.
be alive and live a long, illustrious life that you're supposed to. All right, everybody
I
stay
agree.
blessed. All right, Domes, I'm going to get at you, folks.
All right, for sure.
All
Peace
right,
out.
stay up. Peace.